quarter. There's an empty backfield looking to throw. Wiley swings it out over to the far side. Lots of room, 10-5, touchdown. Coming up, there's the snap, another handoff underneath. And the first one there behind the line of scrimmage is number 50, Dyson Garcia. Sideline. Faking that, or that's actually the snap to Micheletti. Micheletti takes off. He may have his second touchdown of the night, and he does! Colt Micheletti from 28 yards. Highly three-receiver set. There's Rolando in motion. He gets the pick, and he hits the hole hard. He's into the red zone. He's carrying tacklers. He's Superman into the end zone. Rolando Martinez on the second.
The following is a live sports event featuring the Abernathy Antelopes or Lady Lopes. This broadcast is a presentation of the Abernathy Sports Network and may not be altered or used in its entirety without the written consent from the Abernathy Sports Network. Today's broadcast is made possible by the fine supporters: MC Master Roofing and Construction, South Plains Auto Ranch, Clark Riley Insurance, Abel Funeral Home and Flower Shop, First Baptist Church, JC's Refrigeration, StormGuard, Plains Land Bank, Nutrient Ag Solutions, the Junkin Farmers Market, MZJ Variety Shop, Shallowater, Rooted Revival Hair Salon, Chance Rocha, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Code 3 Soda Shop and Meat Market, Lasso Electric, Webb Vision Center, Hill Vet, WTX Diesel, West Texas Brick and Stone, Rural Roots Medical Clinic, the Farmers Cooperative Compress, First State Bank, DB Media, Ty Horsford Realtor. Again, thank you for tuning in tonight's live sports event. It will begin shortly.
And good evening, Abernathy, Texas, and good evening, fans of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes. Welcome to Antelope Stadium here in Abernathy, Texas, as it's Ty Horsford, the voice of the Antelopes, alongside Chance Rocha here tonight. Travis Wickenden behind the lens. We've got Antelope football here tonight on the air, as it's the hopefully first full game of the season tonight for the Abernathy Antelopes, as they are set to take on the Sunray Bobcats here tonight in the home opener. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Glad you're with us here tonight, as you've got a Sunray team across the way that is 0-1 on the season. They lost a shootout in double overtime across the border in Oklahoma last week, as they fell short 50-42 to Hooker, Oklahoma last week. And the Antelopes, we're going to officially say, are 0-0. No contest a week ago. Their game suspended due to weather in the second quarter against Stratford. They were trailing that game 14-0. And Chance, you've got a good Sunray team across the way, but it's a team that is a lot different looking than it was a season ago. A season ago, they were playing 12-0 in the regional semifinals before finally losing to Post. They had one of the most prolific passers in Texas high school football history in Armando Lujan. They lost a lot off that team, including Lujan, but they still like to throw it around a little bit.
Yeah, they definitely like to throw it around, Tide. You know, we mentioned that on Wednesday and Outside the Box, but one of the things that they're definitely going to do is they're going to want to spread you out, because they do not have size. They're not a big team. They're going to want to play fast, quick, and in a hurry and get it out to our playmakers. That's where they're similar to us. I think where we vary a little bit, though, Ty, is they don't have a ton of experience, if any at all. They do have that extra game under their belt. But, yeah, their quarterback, Z. Grajada, he's capable. He moves similar to Lujan. Obviously, he doesn't have the accolades, but he didn't start at quarterback for 4 years. Yep. But he's definitely capable of slinging it around.
Yeah, absolutely. All time, the Antelopes 1-2 against the Sunray Bobcats. Their only win coming back in the 2016 playoffs. Looking at prognosticators, Chance, around the area, this one kind of a toss-up, as it was a week ago against Stratford. You've got a 2-point spread in favor of Sunray, according to Dave Campbell's Texas Football. The Lubbock Avalanche Journal picks Abernathy. You and I talked about it this week. Kind of a toss-up either way. Should be a good one tonight between the Antelopes and the Bobcats. And we talked about adjusting to life without Armando Lujan for the Sunray Bobcats, but they've got a pretty good slinger behind center this year as well, and it's actually a quarterback that Abernathy's pretty familiar with, as he played a lot of the game last year when Abernathy made the trip to Sunray. But they're led by quarterback Zeke Grajeda. He completed 16 passes for 262 yards and a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown in last week's 50-42 loss to Hooker.
Yeah, he's kind of everything's going to run through him. He's probably the guy that has the most experience on the team, Ty, even though he didn't get a ton of it, but he has a lot of the game time experience. And then look for running backs. They have two of them, Colton Simmons and Isaac Mendoza. Both those guys scored last week against Hooker. And then they have a couple other guys that they try to get to on the edge, but those are some names that you're probably going to hear the majority of the time on the Bobcat side of the ball.
You're also going to hear running backs Colton Simmons and Isaac Mendoza. They both rushed for touchdowns last week against Hooker as well. But Chance, if there's a weakness across the way for Sunray, it's inexperience, and it may be on the defensive side of the ball where they're experiencing that inexperience the most, as it's a team that gave up 50 to Hooker last week, and I think we're having a moment of silence, and so let's observe that really quick.
Thank you for the blessing of Friday Night Football. Tonight we ask you that you keep every player safe and free of injury. We pray for the officials of tonight's game. We also pray for the parents, coaches, students, and spectators that are here tonight. Let there be fellowship among one another, and we ask that only words of praise and glory be spoken, so that all things done are for the betterment of you. Lord, tonight we ask for prayers and peace and healing over Kyra and her family in their time of need. You are the ultimate healer, and we come to you seeking peace. We all ask these things in your name. Amen.
As they have a student-led prayer and moment of silence here tonight prior to the kickoff between the Abernathy Antelopes and the Sunray Bobcats. We were talking about, Chance, if there is a weakness on this Sunray Ball Club, it's probably on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, defensive side of the ball, Ty. Like we talked about, they went 24 games in 2 years, Ty. But out of those 24 games, they only had 2 guys that are coming back from that team. They were very senior-led, and both those guys were on the offensive, defensive line. So they did play some snaps, but in reality, they just don't have a ton of leadership on that side of the ball. And as you could see last week against Hooker, they're going to give up points. And so that's going to be, a point of preference for the Lopes tonight is get up, and get up quick.
Absolutely. As we continue on our West Texas Brick and Stone pregame show here tonight, prior to the kickoff of the Abernathy Antelopes and the Sunray Bobcats, let's switch gears and talk about the Antelopes just a little bit. Again, they trailed 14-0 in the second quarter last week at Stratford when that game was suspended and ruled a no contest. But Chance, through that quarter and a half, the Antelopes offensively, they struggled some. Yep. Less than 100 yards of total offense, 87 yards of offense, and only 32 of that on the ground. And so Abernathy just struggled finding consistency on the offensive side.
Yeah, consistency and rhythm, like you said, Ty. Couldn't really find any seams running the ball, and we knew that would be a point of emphasis. Losing a big part of your veteran group was on the offensive and defensive line with your Kelton Carvers and your Jackson Arringtons. But at the end of the day, like we talked about it, you got to line them up, and you got to find a leader on both sides, and I think Jake Harkey and Ryan Hillis are up to it. They just weren't able to get that continuity because the game was cut short, and so I would say, though, Ty, we're going to have to figure out a rhythm on the passing side of the ball and get Jagger Wiley into a rhythm.
You hate it's a story, Chance, but it is a story look at the Antelope injury report, if you will. They were dropping like flies, unfortunately, at Stratford a week ago. You were already down Caden Flores. He is gone for the season, unfortunately. He got hurt in that scrimmage against River Road. Isaac Reyes, he goes down right off the bat in the scrimmage or not in the scrimmage, in the season opener last week. Unfortunately, got news this week. He's more than likely out for the season with a knee injury as well. Darian Duval, it was a scary moment for Duval as
he gets upended.
Yeah, he got upended, kind of came up with some pain in his back. He ended up in the ambulance, but he is okay, but he is out of the lineup tonight. He's working out some soreness and different things. He will be back, but without him tonight. So really, Chance, the one positive when you look at health and injuries for the Antelopes, you were without your starting running back a week ago in Colt Micheletti. He's expected to be back in the lineup here tonight.
Yeah, expected to be back in the lineup, Ty. And so, we talked about it. We already had some injuries. You need some other guys to step up. So, guys like Dre Minfield, you're going to have him get a lot more targets probably tonight. And Case Heinrich is probably another one, as well as Caden Byrne on the outside. I'm looking to get the ball, and then you're going to have guys help out Micheletti and Aiden Villarreal and Malachi Walters running the ball. And so, like I said, those are your skill guys, the guys that you're probably going to hear a lot, but it starts up front with your two veteran, your seniors on the line, Ryan Hillis and Jake Harkey.
Yeah, it always starts up front in Texas high school football, and we talked about it, Chance, last week. Those guys did a pretty good job protecting on the pass. Struggled at times opening up running lanes, and so we'll see how that goes tonight. You're playing a much smaller Sunray Ball Club here tonight. Keys to the game brought to you by MC Master Roofing and Construction, Chance. And you don't want to rely on the deep ball. That was something the Antelopes kind of just fell into a week ago. You felt like at Stratford. Mix things up, move it around, get the ball to your guys in space that can make a play. And then I think it's important, Chance, on the other side, keep Grajeda from beating you with his legs. He's a dangerous passer, but if you forget about his running ability, he's a lot like Lujan in the aspect of he can slip tackles and make you pay. Yeah,
he can definitely slip tackles, and he moves very, very well in the pocket. He always has his eyes downfield, but if you give him a seam, I mean, it was similar to what happened last night. Hate the Cowboys lost, but they kind of lost track of Jalen Hurts, and that's what happened. And you can't do that against Sunray like that, because he'll definitely do the same thing.
Yep, absolutely. I believe we're about to have the national anthem here tonight. Let's swing it to the field for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
Honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And there you have it, the final notes of tonight's national anthem prior to the kickoff here between the Abernathy Antelopes and the Sunray Bobcats. Finishing up, Chance, talking about those MC Master Roofing Construction keys of the game. Also, don't give up the play, and then just play like you want to be out there.
Yep.
Show some grit, show some emotion. There's a big home crowd here. It's the home opener, lots of excitement. Take advantage of that.
Yeah, take advantage of it, Ty. And just like I said, somebody's got to step up and decide to be that leader, whether it's, like I said, your veterans, Jagger Wiley, one of your offensive guys, just somebody come out there, make a big play, and kind of put the team on your back.
As we're just about ready for the kickoff, this has been the West Texas Brick and Stone pregame show. Thanks for joining us here tonight as the Antelopes and the Bobcats are just about set to kick it off. Home opener 2025 for the Abernathy Antelopes. The Antelopes wearing their home maroons trimmed in white, the maroon helmets and the white numbers. I hate to say it, but a very Texas A&M-esque look. They do have the Alabama-style helmets. Their jersey number on the helmets. That's a clean look. Abernathy won the toss tonight. They will receive. It's the First State Bank opening kickoff here tonight on the broadcast as the Antelopes will get the football first, barring something crazy on special teams. It'll be the Antelope offense to take the field first, and they will be going right to left here to begin the ball game tonight.
Yeah, it looks like you got Colt Micheletti on the far side, Aiden Villarreal, and Caden Bird back there to receive.
An absolutely beautiful night for football here in West Texas. A little bit of rain here and there, but nothing too crazy, Chance. I think we're going to play football tonight as I don't expect any lightning and thunder in the area tonight. And it's not hot. Couldn't ask for a much better setting for this one. And this one is underway, a low line drive kick, bouncing free inside the 20, juggled around, and then finally picked up. Coming, that's Case Heinrich out across the 30-yard line. Flags come in as Heinrich crosses the 35-yard line, and we'll check the penalty.
Yeah, made you a little nervous there for a second, Ty. He went to try to fill it off the hop, and it jumped up on him and went behind him, but he was able to pick it up and make something of it.
Gabriel Garcia, the tackle. It's a hold during the return on Abernathy. That's one thing, Chance. Pretty clean played quarter and a half at Stratford last week, so we'll keep an eye on that. It's our first penalty of the game. And talking about Case Heinrich, he's a guy, Chance, you may see more of in the Antelope offense, especially minus Darian Duvall tonight.
Yeah, Darian Duvall and then Isaac Reyes as well.
As junior quarterback Jagger Wiley leads Abernathy onto the field, trips to the short side. That's the Antelope side. A little bit of motion in the shotgun, a quick screen pass to the near side, turning it up out across the 30, 35-yard line, out to the 36, as that is number 0, Chance. That is Caden Bird with his first catch of the night. It's a gain of 9.
Yeah, that's a good way to start right there. Nice, easy completion and get some yardage.
And that's something we didn't see a whole lot of last week against the Elks. Now, granted, part of that could have been what the Elks were throwing at you defensively as well. Second down and short here for Abernathy. Again, trips to the near side. We've got a man in motion. That's Bird again. There's the snap. Handoff goes up the middle and blowing through that defensive front as the handoff for Abernathy does go to Micheletti, Chance, but he doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he doesn't get back. I think he may have lost a yard or two.
He actually, based on the spot right now, lost about 3. And it'll be third down and 4 coming up here for the Antelopes, as you've got to do a better job blocking up front that offensive line for the Antelopes.
Yeah, it looked like they were maybe anticipating the handoff there, and they were able to just shoot that gap and get in the backfield.
Third and 4, big play here early. Wiley in the gun, takes the snap, pitches it wide. Micheletti tries to get the corner. He does.
That's going to be a flag for holding, it looks like.
It's going to come back. It would be a first down for the Antelopes, but another penalty flag on the play, and it is going to be holding against Abernathy. It'll take the first down off the board, and Chance a sloppy start here for the Antelopes. Already 2 penalties.
Yeah. Not a good start right there with the 2 penalties, but now you put yourself in a 3rd and 14 instead of a 3rd and 4, or possibly getting that first down on that run.
10:33 left to play here in the first quarter tonight. The Antelopes and the Sunray Bobcats scoreless tonight from Antelope Stadium. Glad you're with us here this evening.
Pretty good crowd, even though it's kind of chilly and rainy, Ty.
In the shotgun, Wiley on 3rd down and 14. Coming up here for the Antelopes. Wiley takes the snap with an empty backfield, looking to throw it down the field, airs it out. Man coverage, has Bird back there, out of both hands on it. That's a pretty good ball there by Jagger Wiley, but Bird can't come down with it in Sunray territory.
Yeah, Bird couldn't come down with it, and I like taking that shot right there. Probably weren't going to go for it unless you got a 10 yards, but he was able to get behind the defender. Good ball by Wiley. Bird wasn't able to come down with it. Good play right there by the Sunray defender. Martin
Castellanos, pretty good coverage there on the part of the Sunray defense. So a 3 and out for this Antelope offense, not how you want to start, and it'll be a good starting field position for Sunray, you would expect, here after the Jagger Wiley punt. It is a
went off the side of his foot, Ty.
end kick. It's not going to reach midfield. and a chance about as bad as you can start.
Yep.
Barring a penalty, it'll be first down and 10 Sunray. They'll have it at the 41-yard line of the Abernathy Antelopes.
Yeah, that looked like it went off the side of his foot right there. That barely got past the first down marker there, Ty.
So Abernathy shaking off some maybe early game jitters here in the home opener for the Antelopes. Again, you've got to remember they played just a quarter and a half a week ago, and still kind of getting their feet under them a little bit. First down and 10 for Grajeda and the Bobcat offense. In the gun, takes the snap. Handoff comes to the near side, a big gaping hole in the middle of the field inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line. As might have been number 7 there.
No, I think it's 20. Is it 7 or was it 21? One of the two.
It makes more sense. 21. Isaac Mendoza,
5-yard
the ball
line,
carrier, a gain of 5 for Mendoza. It'll be second down and 5. No huddle to the line for the Bobcats. They like to work quickly. Receivers all over the place. In the shotgun is Grajeda. Empty backfield looking to throw. He's being chased. There's lots of field for him to run. He's got the first down and a whole lot more down the sideline into the red zone. And it's going to be first down and 10 for the Bobcats. Chance, we talked about it as a key to the game. You cannot let him beat you with his legs. And it was wide open spaces there on the left side of the field.
Yeah, that was an easy 20-yard scamper right there. And you weren't expecting, you didn't have anybody spying on him, and he just kind of snuck out on the left side, Ty.
Sunray has it inside the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone for the first time tonight. No huddle, screen pass to the near side. Trying to get wide. There's a nice open field tackle by Jagger Wiley as the pass was complete out there to Jacob Morris, number 88, the 6-foot tight end. But he's tackled there by Wiley after a gain of just 2.
Yeah, great open field tackle right there by Wiley. He got to put some motion, trying to get that defense excited to go out there and make a play.
Second down and 8 coming up here for the Bobcats, moving towards that end zone down at the right. In the gun is Grajeda, swings it out the other way. That's a block in the back, I thought. No call over there on the far side. And it's not going to be a first down, but taking it inside the 10 is Mendoza. Got it down to about the 9.5-yard line, Chance, and it's third down and about either a long 4, short 5 here for the Bobcats.
Yeah, curious to see what they do right here. I know they have a decent field goal kicker. He had made almost a 30-yarder last week, but I would expect this close right here, they're probably in 2-down territory.
Grajeda in the gun, takes the snap, empty backfield, being chased. Ooh, and Abernathy gets a little bit of a break. The pressure might have rushed the throw a little bit. Intended for Morris again. He can't hang on the screen pass. It's fourth down and a big play early in this game for the Abernathy defense.
Yeah, it looks like they're sending in some – they pulled the tight end out and it looks like they sent in another skill guy, so they're definitely going for it right here, Ty.
Fourth down and 4 from the Antelope 9. Abernathy trying to come up with a big stop here on fourth down and keep this game scoreless. In the gun is Grajeda.
You got to watch him, Ty. Don't let him get away from you.
There's the snap. Empty backfield. He's being chased as over outside, throws it up towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. Good coverage downfield, Chance. I'm glad Grajeda didn't take off and run right there. There was a lane over there on that left side, but barring, I don't think there is a flag on the play. And the defense for Abernathy, they bend but do not break, and that's a defensive stop. And turnover on downs brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Yeah, that's a big stop right there, Ty. Kind of answering back right there after they were able to stop you on your first drive. And so that's definitely something you needed. And hopefully that'll give us some inspiration going into the second offensive drive.
Yeah, those first couple of downs, Sunray made it look easy, but the Abernathy defense holds. We remain scoreless, and the Antelope offense will take the field once again. They got a long field in front of them here, Chance, and see if we can't find a little bit of consistency on offense. Movement up front, though, will back up Abernathy 5 more yards.
I don't know if they're calling it on them. We had a guy going in motion, but they may have called neutral zone.
They did. It's a neutral zone infraction on the defense. So
there you go, 5 yards.
It's a 5-yard penalty against Sunray. Their first flag of the night. It's going to be 1st and 5. Gives you a little bit more room. Moves it out to the 14-yard line.
Little breathing room there, Ty.
First down and 5 in the shotgun is Wiley.
Oh, bad snap.
As he just plops on it inside the 5-yard line to save the possession. Ball may be a little bit slick. That turf may be a little bit wet, but Chance, the snap never got to him.
Yep. Never got to him, and not only do you lose the initial 5 yards you got, but it pushes you another 5 yards back.
Loss of 10 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 15 now for the Antelopes. They're backed up at their own 4 now, Chance, and this is a dangerous part of the field if you're the Antelope offense.
Yeah, you get one handed to you, and then you give it right back there, Ty.
Still no score here between the Antelopes and the Bobcats. In the shotgun, Wiley takes the snap. Handoff goes up the middle. There's a little bit of a seam for Micheletti out across the 10-yard line, and he takes it to the 11. That's going to be a decent little gain on 2nd and 15, Chance. Got about 8. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, he found a little seam there, Ty. For them not to be very big up front, they're definitely playing sound on that defensive line.
Nearing 7 minutes to play here tonight in the first quarter from the Antelope Stadium. Abernathy and Sunray tonight. Home opener for the Antelopes. Big 3rd down here for Abernathy. Jagger Wiley is in the gun, takes the snap,
bringing pressure
to the near side, throws into the open field. It is caught out across the 20-yard line as the catch is made out there by Caden Bird, and that's a First Baptist Church first down, the first one of the night.
Yeah, it was a great throw and catch right there. There was some pressure coming from the middle, and Wiley was able to roll out to the near side and get that ball out. And great catch by Bird as he was getting hit.
Chance, I think that's kind of what you thought the offense was going to look like coming into the season. Hadn't seen a whole lot of it, but that's probably the most positive offensive play you've had all year long.
Yeah, that was kind of that mid-range throw that you want to see from them, not having to air it out way downfield, but positive plays.
In the shotgun again is your junior Wiley. Hands the ball off, trying to sweep it out to the right. Micheletti spins by a defender but can't get free as he crosses the 25-yard line to about the 27. You do turn it into a positive play. Chance of about 3, but initially it looked like he might have a lane over there.
Yeah, it looked like it was. When you run those sweeps, if you can get that edge, Ty, they can go for big gains, and it looked like he was going to be able to, but that far corner was able to get off his block and trip him up over there on the far side.
2nd and 7 as we near 5.5 to play here in the first quarter. Scoreless between the Antelopes and the Sunray Bobcats. Glad you're with us here tonight. There's the snap. Misdirection coming near side, trying to get the edge. It's Aiden Villarreal. Check that. Case Heinrich, out across the 30, 35, 40. His Chance Heinrich comes in motion. Took the little pick right out in front of him from your quarterback, Wiley. It's another First Baptist Church first down. That's a nifty little play call there by Coach Bloskus.
Yeah, that was a really, really good play call right there. And he was stopped at about a 10-yard gain, but he was able to drag a defender for another 5, though. Good hard run right there by Case Heinrich on that motion misdirection run.
Heinrich, a very versatile guy that can do a lot of different things for you. You saw a little bit of that right there. In the shotgun again is Wiley. Empty backfield, screen pass to the near side. It's caught, turning it up, a seam inside the 40-yard line, and it's going to be a foot race inside the 30-yard line as a number 1 for the Antelopes. That is Dre Minfield, his first grab of the night. He got it, and you saw a little bit of that speed, Chance, as he turned it upfield, and he almost took that one to the house.
Yeah, it's a big play right there. Great job. It was, like you said, it was a foot race, and he tried to cut in on that last defender, and he was able to spin around and hop on his back. But that's a big, big play right there, not only for Wiley, but for Minfield. Kind of get the juices flowing and get some energy on this offensive side, Ty.
A drive that started at your own 9-yard line has moved down near the 25. Man in motion is Bird. Fakes the handoff. Wiley the keep. He takes it inside the South Plains Auto Ranch end zone. That was a QB dive all the way, Chance, and it's a nice little gain of 8 down to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it's always makes you nervous when your quarterback runs the ball, but I like the way Wiley runs, hard and with some grit and ain't afraid to put his shoulder down.
Yeah, Wiley can do that. Absolutely. Under 4 to play now here in the first quarter. Abernathy's moved it into that South Plains Auto Ranch red zone, Chance, and you'd love to see Abernathy capitalize and get this one in the end zone. It's been a nice-looking drive after it sputtered a little bit at the beginning. 3.5 to play here in the first quarter, and we have got a timeout on the field as the Abernathy Antelopes want to talk things over. And that gives us an opportunity to take our first break of the night, as there's no score here tonight between the Antelopes and the Bobcats. We'll be right back. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football. Abel Funeral Home and Flower Shop have served families in Abernathy and the South Plains for many years. Todd, Jackson, and the team at the funeral home will handle all of your funeral planning needs with sensitivity and compassion, while the fine folks at the flower shop can help you with all of your flower and gift needs. They are family owned and operated and are proud to be members of the Abernathy community. Come see us today near 16th Street and Avenue D, or give us a call today. Go Lopes.
I'd like to thank sponsors for the fall.
And welcome back here to Antelope Stadium in Abernathy. Ty Horsford, Chance Rocha, Travis Wickenden back with you. Abernathy's got it second and short in the red zone for the first time tonight. 3:31 left to play in the first quarter. Abernathy knocking on the door. In the shotgun low snap, Wiley goes to get it, has to get rid of it in a hurry. The pressure was coming. Minfield cuts it to the middle of the field, and he scampers into the end zone from 18 yards out. Sound the alarm at the code 3 Antelope touchdown for the first time in 2025.
First touchdown of the year, and it was a pretty one right there, Ty. You kind of baited them with the screenplay, brought the pressure in. They bit in on it. Wiley just stayed calm, pitched it off to Minfield, and he just took it to the house. Good blocking by your receivers downfield as well.
Abernathy strikes first as bubbles fly into the press box and let the celebration begin here on the home side of the field. Jagger Wiley's PAT is pending. The hold is there, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 3:17 to play in the first quarter, the Antelopes go 91 yards and strike first. They lead 7-0. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football.
Lasso Electric and Abernathy is locally owned and operated. Although they specialize in agricultural projects, they can also handle your residential needs as well. Whether your project is big or small, they have the expertise to handle the job. If you're in need of a licensed electrician, give Daryl Scarborough a call today at 806-559-7058. Lasso Electric wishes the Lopes and Lady Lopes good luck this season. At JC's Refrigeration, there's no job too big or too small for our professionals to handle. We offer a full scale of HVAC services for your home or business, and you'll always be greeted with a smile. Located at 1606 North University Avenue in Lubbock. We are locally owned and are proud to support our Abernathy Lady Lopes and Antelopes. Next time you have an HVAC need or a project, give JC's a call at 806-744-9855.
Begin to add. And welcome back here to Antelope Stadium as the First State Bank Antelope kickoff following the touchdown. Our touchdowns this year brought to you by one of our title sponsors, Code 3 Soda Shop and Meat Market, right here in Abernathy. Jagger Wiley to kick off with the Antelopes leading 7-0. It's a little bit of a pooch kick that is fair caught at the 28-yard line, and fair catching it is Adam Amaya, number 5, and it'll be first down and 10. And Chance, not only do you get the momentum there and go 91 yards on the drive, you flip the field a little bit as well, as there early on you were kind of playing with fire, but now you've got Sunray backed up inside their own territory.
Yeah, for sure, Ty. I just like the fact that the way you answer, the way you respond. First drive didn't go the way you wanted to. You give them a short field, then you come up with a big stop, then you have to go 98 yards. And so great answer right there, and hopefully we can do the same thing right here on the defensive side. As
you've got Grajeda out there again leading the Bobcats onto the field at quarterback. Takes the snap, handoff underneath. Spinning right into that defensive front for the Antelopes is Mendoza, and he's going to get a short gain. That's a lot better push defensively up front there by the Antelopes. Malachi Walters comes up with the tackle.
Yeah, we kind of guessed on that one right there, Ty, being able to see if they were running up the middle, and Walters was able to come up with a big stop.
Just a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9 here for the Bobcats. In the shotgun. Empty backfield. Grajeda looking to throw. Has all sorts of time. Now he's being chased, and he has to throw it away. Good pressure finally got to him, Chance. That's pretty good blocking up front by Sunray's offensive line, but I guess evidently better pass coverage down the field by the Antelope secondary.
Yeah, great coverage, and that's a great job by the defensive line, Ty. You only rushed 3 and you dropped everybody else back, and you're able to still get some pressure right there on Grajeda, and that was number 22, Stafford, that was able to break through, and he was trying to get double team, but he was able to sneak through him.
As 3rd down and 9, quick pass out to the far side. It is caught for a first down, just barely out near the 40-yard line, and that's a big conversion as you got it out there to Womble, Case Womble, number 11, and that'll move the sticks, Chance. That's the kind of play that Sunray likes to get in rhythm with right there.
Yeah, it's the kind of play that they like to get in rhythm in. It's a tough one that they get it right there, but, you know, it's a great open field tackle by Heinrich, though, able to stop him right after he caught the ball.
Nearing 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter of the ball game in the shotgun. Handoff coming near side. It's Mendoza again, but getting there in a hurry, number 33, Zephaniah Torres, among other Antelopes, to make the tackle after another short gain by Mendoza.
Yeah. Zephaniah, he rushed up there quick and in a hurry, number 33 for the Lopes. He clogged that hole up and gave a little wallop to Mendoza.
Just a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 here for the Bobcats. 1:45 left to play in the first quarter. Empty backfield. Grajeda looking to throw. Gets rid of it in a hurry. And then nice move cutting it upfield into Abernathy territory. His Chance, that's a good job after the catch by number 11, Case Womble again. And he moves the 6. He made the catch, made a nice little pivot move, and got about 10 extra yards.
Yeah, it was a tough break right there. You had Ryan Hillis was kind of trailing him on the far side, and he wasn't able to come up with the first stop, and he was able to get those extra yards, Ty.
Empty backfield. Grajeda again looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket.
Let's go! Oh!
It's dropped. Almost intercepted as the Antelopes read it to perfection. As Dre Minfield, number 1, got in there, and Chance, he almost had it going back the other way.
He did. I think he realized that he had a lot of open field in front of him and kind of took his eyes off the ball, but that's a great pass breakup right there by Minfield, reading the quarterback's eyes.
1:13 left to play here in the opening quarter. High snap. Grajeda goes up to get it, hands it off, coming to the near side. Kind of a busted play, but Abernathy, big hit after a gain of just 2. It'll be 3rd down again, Chances. Sunray converted 3rd and 9 a moment ago. It's now 3rd down and 7. Kind of in no man's land from the Antelope 41, so we'll see.
Yeah, you may be in 2-down territory depending on how many yards they get right here, Ty.
Trips with 3 receivers to the far side for Grajeda. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket,
got some pressure.
And he is going to have to just get rid of it on his way down. And this is going to turn into a big play as Heinrich finally flies over to make the tackle. And number 5, that is Amaya, the catch. Give the quarterback right there credit, Chance, because on his way to the ground being sacked, Grajeda able to complete the pass.
Yeah, he's able to complete the pass, and it goes for extra yardage because you kind of lost sight of those receivers because you saw the quarterback going down. That was all Grajeda right there on that kind of a nifty play that he had getting rid of that ball.
Grajeda being chased again, and he gets away again down the far sideline, and he scampers for another first down inside the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone, Chance, and you've been right there the last couple of snaps. And Grajeda, we talked about it. He's elusive with his feet, and you've seen that the last 2 plays.
Yeah, the last 2 plays, Ty, were able to see that. And Torres was almost able to bring him down on that far side, and he kind of did a pump fake, kind of a Johnny Manziel-esque, where he acts like he's going to throw it over you, and it kind of just baited him a little bit enough to not be able to bring him down. He's able to scamper for that extra yardage and kind of put him in the red zone on this side.
Just 7 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. A nice drive in the making here, though, for the Bobcats. Grajeda is in the gun, and they're going to – what do we got here? Timeout taken by the Bobcats as Sunray wants to talk it over just a little bit, and we'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions, we are proud to be known as the ag retailer of the future and are committed to helping growers meet their full potential. We consistently provide the best performing chemical, fertilizer, and seed products, financing programs, and second-to-none technology. With 6 locations nearby, Nutrient Ag Solutions is ready to serve you with all of your agricultural needs. David Carver and his team are thankful for the customers who continue to trust Nutrien with their business. We are wishing the Antelopes and Lady Lopes an incredible and blessed year.
And welcome back here. 7 seconds left in the opening quarter tonight from Antelope Stadium in Abernathy. First down and 10 is out of the Sunray timeout. They have it in the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone. And a chance here, see if Abernathy's turned them away down on this end of the field once. They're trying to do it again defensively. Grajeda is in the gun, takes the snap, hands the ball off, going to Mendoza. Mendoza bounces left, and he goes untouched till about the 2-yard line, and then puts his head down into the end zone, as that is a touchdown run of 12 yards by Isaac Mendoza, and they're a PAT away from tying this one up.
Yeah, they kind of made short work of that 70-yard field there, Ty, and it was kind of on 2 busted plays and one really, really good bay by Grajeda, but it looks like they may not even be going for the PAT. They may be trying to go for 2 here, Ty, to kind of go up on you.
As the offense will stay on the field, at least for the time being, in a 7-6 ball game, as a 2-point conversion try here by the Bobcats. In the shotgun, a man in motion. There's the snap, empty backfield, quick pass over to the far side, and the 2-point try is good as Adam Amaya hauls it in. There was not a defender in the vicinity, and Sunray takes an 8-7 lead on the 2-point conversion. We'll take a timeout and come back. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football.
Plains Land Bank has specialized in financing rural property for over 100 years. We are passionate about agriculture and want to see producers be successful. Your land is more than your livelihood. It's your legacy. Let us help you own a piece of Texas today. Come give us a visit at our Plainview office. We are proud supporters of all of our local high school student athletes.
1-8-0.
And welcome back here to Antelope Stadium in Abernathy. Glad to have you with us. And we've got a good one starting out here tonight as we play in the waning seconds of the first quarter, Chance, and the Sunray Bobcats have just scored and converted a 2-point conversion to take a 1-point lead rather at 8-7.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy deal right there, Ty. They made 2 kind of busted plays to be able to get down the field, and then one really magnificent play by Sunray's quarterback to get the ball out to one of the receivers. And then at the end there, they called that timeout. It looked like they saw something to draw up that run play to get Mendoza in the end zone.
An impressive 70-yard drive by Sunray, getting them on the board. We've got a First State Bank kickoff here now for the Abernathy Antelopes, or for the Bobcats, for the Antelopes to receive. There it is, a low line drive. It bounces. Heinrich on a hop from the 25-yard line. He tries to get free around the right side. Case Heinrich turns it across the 40, keeps his feet to the 43. A good run back there by Heinrich, the sophomore. And that is the end of the first quarter here tonight from Antelope Stadium in Abernathy. It's a good one as expected so far. Sunray 8, Abernathy 7. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. You are listening to Abernathy Antelope Football. DB Media specializes in all things audio, video, and lighting. From designs and installs tailored to your commercial application to concerts and corporate events and even studio recording and mixing for bands and artists, DB Media has you covered. DB Media is a proud supporter of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes this season. And once again, good evening, Antelope fans. Welcome back here inside the Antelope Stadium in Abernathy, Texas. Glad to have you with us here tonight on the broadcast. And Chance, we expected this one to be tight, and so far it has been. A couple of impressive drives by Sunray. Your defense able to hold near the goal line on the first, but the equalizing score there late in the quarter for Sunray. Abernathy had a good drive of 91 yards in that opening quarter, and so you're kind of seeing the offenses open it up a little bit, and it might be what defense stands up and make some plays that ultimately is the difference in this one.
Yeah, for sure. And we talked about that was kind of the game that they played against Hooker, and they kind of fell short to them. So they can score in a hurry. So you're going to have to keep your offensive going here on this drive.
As first down and 10 to begin the second for the Antelopes. Minfield in motion. The screen goes near side to Bird. Bird cuts it up across the 45 to the 46. That's a gain of just 3. But, hey, if you get 3 yards a pop, that's going to keep the chains moving. Second down and 7.
Consistency, Ty. Consistency and rhythm. I'll take it.
And that's what we talked about. The Antelopes lacked a week ago against Stratford. Second down and 7. Antelopes breaking the huddle, coming to the line. Ball on the right hash mark at their own 46-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Empty backfield. Little quick out over there. It is caught by Bird.
Oh, he almost stripped it.
And then he dropped it. That is a...
No, I think we ended up with it, I think. Nope. They're saying Sunray got on top of it.
Bird caught it, fumbled it, and the Bobcats of Sunray have recovered at the 47-yard line. As the first turnover of the ball game notched by the defense of Sunray and Chance. We're in a game where defensive plays might be at a minimum, you so far at least. There's a big one for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it's a big one, and it's on the plus side of the field for them, so it puts them at a short field, being right here at midfield, and you're definitely going to have to come up with a big stop on defense because, like I said, they're going to score in a hurry, and if they get out ahead of you, it's going to be a track race.
First down and 10 for the Bobcats from the 47-yard line. In the shotgun. Empty backfield now being chased is Grajeda. He's got a wide-open receiver, dumps it off at the line of scrimmage, and then turns it up inside the 40. He got about 9 yards on first down Chance, and that's just way too easy.
Yeah, way too easy. You're able to get pressure on him, but he's just able to find that little running back, Mendoza, coming out of the backfield, and he's able to get 9 yards, almost 10.
10:47 and counting to play here in the first half of the ball game. Sunray leads the Antelopes 8-7. As the Antelope defense needs a big play. In the gun is Zeke Grajeda. He takes the snap. He's being chased as Abernathy brings pressure. Wide open, though, in the middle of the field is number 10. That is Dominic Dominguez inside the 30-yard line for another Bobcat first down. Case Heinrich up with the tackle, but Chance right now, that middle of the field wide open for the Bobcats.
Yeah, middle of the field's wide open. You're getting pressure on Grajeda, but he's just able to keep his eyes downfield. And I talked about it early on. He's so comfortable waiting until the last minute to release that ball.
In the gun again is Grajeda. This time the handoff goes to Mendoza, and that's a pretty good defensive presence getting back there in a hurry, led by number 20, Malachi Walters. No gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10 after the play by Walters. As we go inside of 9:40 to play here in the first half, Sunray leading 8-7. In the shotgun, there's the snap, empty backfield, swing past to Mendoza here on the near side. He splits through 3 defenders, and Heinrich slings him down, but not before he's inside the 20-yard line into the South Plains Auto Ranch end zone down near the 18. Close to a first down. He's about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 9, third down and 1.
Yeah, and they knew what they were doing the whole time. They had trips to this far side, and those receivers didn't even run routes. They went straight up to block, and it was just a dump off to Mendoza. It's almost like a handoff to him, but he's getting out there in space already, so he's already running when he's catching the ball.
.850, the clock rolls. There's a snap. Handoff underneath the Mendoza, and you get to him behind the line of scrimmage on third down and 1.
It's Torres right there. Good play right there.
Comes up and Chance. That makes this a little more interesting. On third and 1, a loss of 2 by Mendoza. You've turned them away down here on fourth down once. Fourth down and 3 for the Bobcats coming up.
You know, the short field works in your favor, Ty, because they're used to spreading you out. But when you get so close to the end zone, you can't do that as much. And so hopefully that'll work in our favor right here, too, with the fourth and long.
Fourth down and 3. In the shotgun is Grajeda. There's the snap, looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. That's good coverage. The ball falls incomplete.
That's your quarterback.
And for the second time tonight, inside the red zone on fourth down, the Antelope defense holds. Playing with fire a little bit, Chance. But that is your quarterback helping his own cause. Jagger Wiley breaks up the pass.
Yeah, and you were getting some pressure from the backside over here. And Ty, you know, those refs aren't calling it, but they're letting them hold just a little bit on that offensive line. And I haven't noticed as much on our side, but we're just so quick off the ball. It's hard for them not to try to grab some jersey and stuff. But, hey, it doesn't matter. They didn't convert the fourth, so offense ends up with the ball.
I held my breath a little bit. Jagger might have gotten there a tad early on the pass breakup, but a nice defensive play nonetheless. Handoff coming to the near side, trying to find it in space is Micheletti. He takes it out to the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on first down, and you'll take that. It'll be second down.
Yep, he will, and you know he's just looking for that seam, Ty. He's trying to find that extra seam that he can take, and you know if he finds one seam and he just goes upfield, he can take it to the house in a hurry, Ty. Just his 4th carry so far here tonight, though.
Abernathy trying to mix things up on offense. They trail by 1, 8-7. In the shotgun is Wiley. And Abernathy's going to take their second timeout of the half, as I think Coach Wiley knows this is an important drive here for the Antelopes. They'll talk things over, and we will take a break. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football. In today's ever-changing real estate market, you need a trusted professional that has your best interest in mind. I'm Ty Horsford, and I would be honored to be that person. Buying or selling a home may be one of the biggest things you ever do, and I'd be honored to walk with you through the process from start to finish. If you're ready to buy or sell, or simply just have questions, give me a call today at 806-773-4658. As welcome back. Chance was just telling me how he likes the clarity and sound in my voice. Welcome back to Antelope Stadium. We're having fun here tonight in the home opener. The Abernathy Antelopes, the Sunray Bobcats out of the timeout. Second down and 7 here coming up for Abernathy. Moving left to right on their own end of the field, man in motion. And the handoff goes up the middle. There's a seam for Micheletti. He carries tacklers across the 30. And that's a First Baptist Church Antelope first down.
That's a good hard run right there by Micheletti. And like I said, he only had 4 carries. It looks like they're going to try to give him a good dose right here before we get to the halftime.
Chance, the motion right there kind of pulled a couple of defenders away. And it worked and opened up that middle of the field for Micheletti.
Yeah. It looked like you said, Vasquez and then Wiley called a timeout because it looked like they had seen something that they wanted to kind of exploit on the defensive side there.
Inside of 7 to play in the first half. Handoff coming to the near side and then getting the edge and turning it up across the 40-45 as getting the handoff is Caden Bird. Kind of a reverse sweep, and he comes from one end and gets around the other, and that's another First Baptist Church first down.
That's a heck of a run right there by Bird. It looked like it was closed up, and he tried to go on the first seam, and he said, you know what, I'm just going to bounce it all the way to the outside, and he was able to get to the sideline, and if it wasn't for that last defender, he probably would have taken it to the house there, Ty.
Out to the 47-yard line, their own side of the field. Again, a drive that started inside their own 20. Another handoff, this time Micheletti. Micheletti tries to bounce wide, can't. It's a pretty good defensive play there by number 61, Mason Gray. No gain for Micheletti, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Antelopes. 6.5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Again, Chance, you're playing a Sunray offense that scored 42 points a week ago against a pretty good Hooker, Oklahoma ball club, and they've moved the ball up and down the field but only found the end zone once. And Abernathy, they've had one long scoring drive, and they've got another one going here maybe. 2nd and 10 for the Antelopes.
I'd take a 6-minute scoring drive right here, Ty.
Absolutely. In the shotgun, empty backfield, fakes the handoff, a little quick out over to the far side, and then trying to make defenders miss, but not able to, as Braylon Stafford on the reception, just a gain of a couple, and it's going to be a dangerous 3rd down and long here for Abernathy near midfield.
Now, you definitely, you've you've played with fire twice, Ty, and you're able to stop them. You want to try to get across the midfield mark right here. So curious to see what Blasquez is going to draw up on this 3rd and long.
5.5 left to play here in the first half and counting. Good ball game tonight from Antelope Stadium in Abernathy. In the gun is Wiley. What do we got here? Did we not get the
delay of game
play away? I was not watching the play clock, but I think it is a delay of game, and Chance, that's a mistake you can ill afford to have when you're already facing a 3rd down and 8.
Yep. That pushes you back. Now it's really a 3rd and long here, Ty. So if you had any thoughts of possibly going for it on 4th, you're going to have to get a huge chunk right here.
As we near the 5-minute mark to play here in the second quarter tonight, Abernathy trailing 8-7.
They're loading the box up, Ty. They're almost tempting you to throw the ball.
Man in motion is Heinrich. Empty backfield looking to throw. Quick slant and in and out of the hands of Caden Bird at the 45-yard line.
Good pass right there, Wiley. He put it right on the number, and I think Bird kind of felt that there was a safety over the middle, but not sure if he would have got the first down, but he would have been within 1 or 2 yards for sure.
And he had momentum going that direction. You might could have carried a tackler across, but it's a punting situation for the Antelopes, a drive that started promising. Nice stand by the Sunray defense, and it'll be Abernathy to punt for the 2nd time tonight. The first one off the side of his foot, a much better punt here by your quarterback Wiley, and a fair catch made at the 25-yard line by number 7, Martin Castellanos. And with 4:42 left in the first half, the Bobcat offense will take over again.
Yeah, it's a tough break right there. You get the penalty, it pushes you back in a bit more. You get almost the perfect play call. You get your guy open across the middle, and it just hits him in his hands. And he's able to drop it. Bird's probably thinking about it over here on the sideline, but that's one of those things you go into halftime. You say, hey, make up for it later on. Make up for it on defense right here.
4:42 left to play until halftime. Abernathy trying to keep this a 1-point game. Grajeda in the gun. A quick pitch goes sweeping around the right side to Dominique Dominguez, number 10, and that's a minimal gain of a couple. Pretty good job by the Antelope defense to stretch that one to the sideline. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 4:37, the clock will stop. As 2 receivers to the near side, they stack them over here. And Grajeda looking this way to throw, now being chased out of the pocket. Chase from behind, fires it over the middle, and another near interception. It hit Case Heinrich in the hands at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Grajeda, he is not afraid to sling that ball, no matter if he's running, standing still, coming up in the pocket, or getting chased out of the pocket. He's looking down. He's your definition of a gunslinger for sure. And so that was almost a good play right there by Heinrich. Patted the ball down, but would have liked the interception. But, hey, I'll take it.
4:31 left to play here in the second quarter. A big 3rd down and 7 coming up here for the Bobcat offense. In the gun is Grajeda. High snap, being chased, dumps it off underneath. Chance credit the pressure as he causes the pass to be off target, and the Antelope defense holds 3 and out. A good job and a good defensive stop brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions. It'll be punting time for Sunray.
Yeah, they tried to kind of pull the same play that you pulled on them, kind of tempting the pressure to come in, and it worked. Essentially, they had the guy open, but Grajeda wasn't as calm under pressure that time. Ty wasn't able to get it out to Mendoza.
Let's see who we got back deep here. Caden Bird.
Go make a play, Mr. Bird.
Back at his own 35-yard line to return this punt. Last year we said it was a bird, it was a plane, it was Superman. Now it's just a bird.
It is.
As a line drive punt, Bird going to take it on a couple of hops. No, he's not. He's going to let it bounce and roll inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. Probably the smart play there by Caden Bird. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Antelopes from their own 26.
You know what I like, Ty? The fact that, like you said, that is a smart play. As tempting as it would have been to try to pick it up, it's definitely smart to let it roll like that. And also before that, right after that drive, he has that drop ball. You look over to the sideline and you have Jagger Wiley, Caden Bird, and Blosquez all standing there talking about it. And that's just leadership right there. Nobody's getting onto each other. Nobody's putting each other down. They're out there talking about it and say, hey, how can we go out there and get this done next time we're out there on the field?
4:17 left to play until the half. Chance. It remains a 1-point Sunray lead at 8-7.
Empty backfield. You got a whole bunch of receivers over there on the far side.
There's about 4 of them over there. There's only one to the near side. Now a man coming in motion. The pitch comes to, and the turf gets number 10 a little bit, as right there Aiden Villarreal coming in motion, and as he tried to turn it upfield, Chance, he slipped just a little bit, and that slowed him up just enough for the defense to recover, but it's still a gain of 4.
Yeah, a great play call right there, trying to overload it on the far side, because Villarreal, he's got that speed tied that kind of worked at a disadvantage. He wasn't able to cut it up right there with the slick field.
3:50 and counting left to play here in the first half of the ball game. Second down and 6. Man in motion. Quick pass to the near side, Heinrich, and there were 2 defenders there. Heinrich trying to fight for yardage, but may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Lots of traffic, Chance, on the near side of the field when that ball goes to Heinrich.
Yeah, lots of traffic, and they kind of do that. You want them to all be bunched up and kind of hopefully collapse on each other, but they were able to get some guys free and stop them right there at the line of scrimmage.
We near 3 minutes to play here. Clock rolling in this second quarter. It's been a scoreless second quarter between 2 prolific offenses.
Yep.
In the shotgun, a big 3rd down and 4 here, maybe a short 5. Wiley to throw over the middle.
Almost
and it's
intercepted.
Almost caught by Heinrich and then almost intercepted by Adam Amaya. It hit him in the numbers. Little too much mustard on that one by Wiley.
Yeah, Wiley's trying to coach up Heinrich right there. It looked like he was trying to tell him, hey, settle when you're where you're at. Heinrich was trying to go across the middle, and he said, hey, stop where you're at. You're open. And so kind of a little miscommunication right there. So puts us in a punting situation.
As credit the Sunray defense coming up with a stop. Dominique Dominguez back to return this one for Sunray. It's a bad snap. Going to get it is Wiley. He gets away a good punt, and it is fair caught at the 38-yard line by Martin Castellanos. And a Chance, kind of surprised with their personnel. They don't try more in the return game. Sunray, they have fair caught every one of them.
Yeah, they fair caught every one of them, and I think it's probably a coaching thing to say, hey, let's eliminate as many mistakes as possible. Let's just get the ball and try to figure it out. And plus, also, I think they use that. I said this off the air earlier, but they only have 5 guys on their sideline as subs. And so using those special team plays as a time to say, hey, just go out there and catch the ball and rest. take a second off for a second. And so that's probably part of it, too.
2:45 left to play here in the first half of the ball game. 8-7. Sunray continues to lead. Handoff goes to the near side, and that's a pretty good play from behind, Chance. Number 33, that's Zephaniah Torres again, after a gain of just 1, getting the defensive stop.
Yeah, that's a good job right there by Torres.
Nearing 2 minutes to play here until the half. Second down and 9. In the gun is Grajeda. Takes the snap. Empty backfield. Looking to throw. Fires it in the flats. It's caught. The only defender over there misses. And that's a big play down the sideline.
It's a good play right there by Minfield to push him out on the far side.
Number 50, Chance. That was J.J. Gonzalez. Had a shot at him. But once who is that? Number 6.
I think it's Sis Salceda.
As Christian Salceda, he got by the defender and scampered down that sideline, and Minfield, like you said, the touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, touchdown-saving tackle. That was really a mismatch. They sent him across the middle, and you have number 50 for the Lopes trying to keep up with them, Gonzalez, and he just wasn't able to swipe his feet out from underneath him, and Salceda did the rest with his legs.
Inside the 35-yard line. Empty backfield. Grajeda looking to throw to the near side. Juggled and caught at the 30-yard line, but then a quick tackle made by number 20. That was Malachi Walters again after a gain of just 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 coming up here for the Bobcats. And we've got I believe a timeout taken here on the field by Sunray, possibly.
I don't think so.
And we will take one as well. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football.
To win in sports, you adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. I'm Chance Rocha, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investment of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Abernathy Lopes and Lady Lopes on the Abernathy Sports Network. Call 806-784-0004 or visit edwardjones.com/chance-rocha for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Who's that guy?
Welcome back. 1:55 left to play here in the first half tonight from Antelope Stadium here in Abernathy, Texas. As a little bit of a chilly night, but a beautiful night for football. Out of the timeout, 2nd down and 8 for Grajeda and the Bobcats. Empty backfield. Grajeda's got all day. Now the pocket collapses and trying to reach in from behind. Malachi Walters there. The ball flies loose, but the play was dead. That's a nice defensive play. Let's go ahead and give that a Storm Guard sack for the first time tonight for the Antelope defense.
Good sack right there. Good job right there staying with him on that pressure. He was trying to break loose from it. You're almost able to get the strip, but at the same time, you're able to come up with the sack.
Got to get a stop here, Chance. 3rd down and 9 for the Bobcats at the 33-yard line. In the gun, Grajeda looking to throw. He's got time. Abernathy only brings 3, and now all day to run on the far side. Grajeda takes off down near the 20-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down run for the quarterback, Grajeda, and he taunts a little bit as he hops up. As Grajeda a little fired up after that one as he took a pretty good hit by Walters on the sideline.
Yeah, it's a big hit right there by Walters, and definitely both of them were jawing. Walters was getting up excited about that hit, and Grajeda's getting up telling him, hey, doesn't matter, I still got the 1st down, but we're going to have to stand strong right here with the 1:10 before halftime.
You've done it twice here in the first half. Trying to do it again. In the shotgun, man in motion. The quick pitch goes to that man in motion, trying to stretch it out wide, and getting free momentarily is Dominique Dominguez. That should have been more about the line of scrimmage, but he cuts it up into the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone for a gain of 3. Case Heinrich on the stop.
Man, you didn't hear his name a lot tonight, Ty. Case Heinrich getting a lot of playing time, like we talked about with the injured Devon. He's definitely stepping up big here.
Empty backfield. Grajeda looking to throw again. Now he's being chased. Avoids the tackler. Tosses one up back of the end zone. And it dropped it. In the back of the end zone, it is incomplete.
You kind of got lucky right there on that one, Ty. We let a guy get behind us, and that's number 12, Camacho, for the Lopes, and he's able to kind of knock it away at the last second. But Grajeda was scrambling. He was able to watch, and like I said, he keeps looking downfield, so you got to make sure that no one gets behind you.
As that could have easily been 6 there, Chant, for the Bobcats, and you'll take it. Got to take advantage now. 3rd down and 7. Trips to the near side. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field.
30 seconds
Grajeda
left.
Looking to throw underneath.
Oh, that should have been a hold.
In space, no flag. Getting it into the red zone.
Fumble. We recovered it.
The ball came out, and Abernathy has the fumble
Malachi
at the 5-yard line. As it's a Nutrien Ag Solutions turnover by the Sunray Bobcats. And chance for the 3rd time tonight inside the 15-yard line. The Antelope defense keeps Sunray off the board.
Yeah, it comes up big right there. They ran that same little quick screen play, Ty, and we're able to kind of they're able to kind of sneak him out that time on that one, but we recovered and we're able to make a big play, and Walters jumps on that ball.
As Malachi Walters has had a big night as well for the Antelopes. This one, Chance, I think you take a knee and go regroup in the locker room.
Chunk it downfield, Ty. Come on now.
And the
oh,
that's going to be a safety.
Nope,
they're going to say he got out to the 1-yard line. And Chance Abernathy is extremely fortunate right there. And I believe Sunray is going to take a timeout Chance, you're lucky right there. There's not 2 points on the board for the Bobcats. That was right at the goal line as Abernathy, I think, was just trying to run the clock out, and it was just simple handoff up the middle, but not a whole lot of blocking up front there.
There was, and I think they were expecting them to kind of take the down off as well, and I'm not sure what happened. I thought they were calling the timeout because the coach wanted to talk to the umpire, but he didn't.
I think they may want another chance to get that safety. As Chance, I was afraid that that safety sign was going to go up there at the goal line, but just able to keep it out of the end zone. And now this is an area, Chance, in the final 21 seconds, you can ill afford to make a mistake.
Yeah, definitely for sure right here, Ty. And you're almost, like I said, with 21 seconds left, you may run somebody down there and chunk it down the field.
As the handoff goes up the middle, that gets you out of the end zone, and that will probably take us to the half. Micheletti, the ball carrier, he got about a gain of 10 yards. And Chance Abernathy, they're going to try and hustle to the line, 2-1, and they will not run another play. That is the end of the first half here tonight. And Chance, there's a lot of yards on offense between these two teams, but only 15 total points to show for it in the first half as the Sunray Bobcats lead the Abernathy Antelopes 8-7 here at the half.
Yeah, you lead them 8-7, and really the story, Ty, is not what we expected. A very, very defensive battle, and more so on the Abernathy Antelopes. You've come up with some big stops in the red zone, and if not, it could be definitely a totally different ball game.
As we are at the half here, as we're going to have a halftime performance by the Sunray Marching Band. That's going to give us an opportunity to take a break and thank some of our sponsors. We'll come back and we'll talk about the first half. We'll let you see some of the band, possibly go over some first half numbers, but we are at half here tonight as our halftime show brought to you by West Texas Brick and Stone here on the Abernathy Antelope Sports Network. And so we're going to take a timeout here tonight at the half and come back as you are listening tonight to Abernathy Antelope football with the Sunray Bobcats leading 8-7 here at halftime. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. We are currently at halftime, and our live broadcast will return to the air shortly. Don't miss our video podcast, Outside the Box, on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. on this same YouTube channel as we take a look around AISD and feature special guest interviews, on-location shows, football previews, and so much more. A huge thank you goes out to the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible: MC Master Roofing and Construction, South Plains Auto Ranch, Clark Riley Insurance, Able Funeral Home and Flower Shop, First Baptist Church, JC's Refrigeration, Storm Guard, Plains Land Bank, Nutrient Ag Solutions, The Junkin Farmers Market, MZJ Variety Shop in Shallowater, Rooted Revival, Lasso Electric, Chance Rocha Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Code 3 Soda Shop and Meat Market, Web Vision Center, Hill Vet, WTX Diesel, West Texas Brick and Stone, Rural Roots Medical Clinic, Farmers Cooperative Compress, First State Bank, DB Media, and Ty Horsford Realtor. Again, we have a break in the action, and we will return to the air soon. Your home is your most valuable asset, and when you need repairs or upgrades, you want a name that you can trust. That name is MC Master Roofing and Construction. Their team will help guide you through every step of the process, from your insurance claim to a completed project. Small town and locally owned and operated, MC Master will not only get the job done, but they'll get it done right. They are a proud title sponsor of this broadcast and a proud supporter of Abernathy's young people. Give them a call today at 806-698-4653. Buying a car can be daunting, but not if you let your friends at the South Plains Auto Ranch help you with the process. Offering great deals and in-house financing on used cars, Austin and his team need to be your first call when you are looking for a new ride. Come see us on the south end of town today or give us a call at 806-298-2200. South Plains Auto Ranch is a proud supporter of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes and wish them the best of luck this season. When it comes to insuring your home, car, farm, or anything in between, you want a friendly face that you can trust, and you'll find that at Clark Riley Insurance in Abernathy. They offer a variety of insurance options, no matter how big or small, and they'll treat you like family throughout the process. They've been in the business for many years and have the expertise to get you the insurance you need at an affordable price. Give them a call today at 298-2591. Clark Riley Insurance is a proud supporter of the Lady Lopes and Antelopes.
At JC's Refrigeration, there's no job too big or too small for our professionals to handle. We offer a full scale of HVAC services for your home or business, and you'll always be greeted with a smile. Located at 1606 North University Avenue in Lubbock. We are locally owned and are proud to support our Abernathy Lady Lopes and Antelopes. Next time you have an HVAC need or a project, give JC's a call at 806-744-9855. Located in the heart of the community, Abernathy's First Baptist Church is ready to welcome you to their family. Our pastor is Damon Pierce and our youth pastor is Bailey Hare. We meet at 9:30 for Sunday school and 10:45 for worship, and we have a wide variety of children's, youth, and adult activities beginning at 6 on Wednesday nights. At Abernathy's First Baptist Church, we strive to love God, love people, and tell the world. We are praying the Lopes and Lady Lopes have a tremendous season.
Abel Funeral Home and Flower Shop have served families in Abernathy and the South Plains for many years. Todd, Jackson, and the team at the funeral home will handle all of your funeral planning needs with sensitivity and compassion, while the fine folks at the flower shop can help you with all of your flower and gift needs. They are family owned and operated and are proud to be members of the Abernathy community. Come see us today near 16th Street and Avenue D or give us a call today. Go Lopes!
Stormguard Roofing and Construction is proud to be a locally owned national franchise. When you have roofing needs, we want you to be able to sit back, relax, and trust the experts to do the job right. We will work with your insurance to make sure the process is easy for you and inspections are always free. Give Corey a call at 806-630-4131. Next time your roof needs repaired or restored, go Lopes and Lady Lopes. Plains Land Bank has specialized in financing rural property for over 100 years. We are passionate about agriculture and want to see producers be successful. Your land is more than your livelihood. It's your legacy. Let us help you own a piece of Texas today. Come give us a visit at our Plainview office. We are proud supporters of all of our local high school student athletes.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions, we are proud to be known as the ag retailer of the future and are committed to helping growers meet their full potential. We consistently provide the best performing chemical, fertilizer, and seed products, financing programs, and second-to-none technology. With 6 locations nearby, Nutrien Ag Solutions is ready to serve you with all of your agricultural needs. David Carver and his team are thankful for the customers who continue to trust Nutrien with their business. We are wishing the Antelopes and Lady Lopes an incredible and blessed year.
Something new has taken Abernathy by storm. Code 3 Soda Shop and Meat Market is locally owned by first responders and offers fresh salad and deli options for lunch or dinner, any drink combination under the sun, and the freshest beef around. We are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday and are ready to serve you. We are a faith and family first business and are proud supporters of our Antelopes and Lady Lopes, as well as a title sponsor on this broadcast. Come see us in the Red Barn on the north end of town. Dr. Kent Webb and his family have served West Texas for over 80 years. Webb Vision Center of Plainview offers a full-service and comprehensive eye care center. We have state-of-the-art technology that allows us to provide the most up-to-date eye exams and determine eye and vision health. We also offer many specialty eye care services. What are you waiting for? Come see Webb Vision Center in Plainview today. We are proud to support Abernathy Athletics. West Texas Brick and Stone has provided top-notch custom masonry services to West Texas for 35 years. We are locally owned and operated as well as family run. We take pride in our masonry work and are ready to tackle your next project no matter the size. Come see us at 405 North Interstate 27 in Lubbock to get the ball rolling on your next project. At West Texas Brick and Stone, we are happy to support Abernathy's young people and are wishing them the best of luck this season. As one of Abernathy's longest-standing institutions, First State Bank is proud to meet a full scale of banking needs in Abernathy and the surrounding areas. We are family-owned and operated and have been for many years. We are the people you see at the grocery store and go to church with, and we pride ourselves on being your friend in the banking business. Come see us today. We are wishing the Lopes and the Lady Lopes much success this season. In today's ever-changing real estate market, you need a trusted professional that has your best interest in mind. I'm Ty Horsford, and I would be honored to be that person. Buying or selling a home may be one of the biggest things you ever do, and I'd be honored to walk with you through the process from start to finish. If you're ready to buy or sell or simply just have questions, give me a call today at 806-773-4658.
Lasso Electric and Abernathy is locally owned and operated. Although they specialize in agricultural projects, they can also handle your residential needs as well. Whether your project is big or small, they have the expertise to handle the job. If you're in need of a licensed electrician, give Daryl Scarborough a call today at 806-559-7058. Lasso Electric wishes the Lopes and Lady Lopes good luck this season. Rooted Revival is your local faith-based salon that is rooted in Christ and built on community. A fresh, peaceful space for everyday hair, confidence, and connection. Whether it's a kid's cut, a men's trim, or a full highlight, stylist Hannah Rocha and Sierra Contreras can take care of you. With a heart for people and a passion for purpose, they are proud to serve the community of Abernathy and West Texas. You can find them on Facebook or stop by and see them at 203 Avenue D in Abernathy to schedule your next appointment. To win in sports, you adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. I'm Chance Rocha, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investment of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Abernathy Lopes and Lady Lopes on the Abernathy Sports Network. Call 806-784-0004 or visit edwardjones.com/chance-rocha for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
DB Media specializes in all things audio, video, and lighting. From designs and installs tailored to your commercial application, to concerts and corporate events, and even studio recording and mixing for bands and artists, DB Media has you covered. DB Media is a proud supporter of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes this season. And once again, good evening, Antelope fans, and welcome back here to Antelope Stadium. We're inside the press box for the West Texas Brick and Stone halftime show and getting our first look chance at the Abernathy Antelope marching band as they obviously putting their marching show together and preparing for competition here in a few weeks. They always do such a great job. But Chance, here at halftime, we thought that tonight would be close, and it has been. I don't know that it's played out exactly like we thought it would be. As you had a Sunray team who scored 42 points in a loss last Friday night, a prolific offense. You felt like Abernathy would be able to get some points as well against a struggling Sunray defense that gave up 50 a week ago. But we've got 15 combined points here in the first half of the ball game as you see Abernathy going on a 91-yard scoring drive on their second drive of the game to get their only touchdown chance. But really the story, and we've talked about it on and off air tonight, you've given up a lot of yards, but 3 defensive stops by the Antelope defense inside the red zone really has kept this one close.
Yeah, 3 big defensive stops. You have the 2 turnover on downs, and then you have the strip right there just before the half, and that was a big play for the Lopes. And as you said, we talked about it off the air, Ty. It's one of those things where if you don't get those stops in the red zone, they could be up 22-7 on you right now with at least scoring a couple times. But super impressed by our defense. Kind of having that bend don't break mentality, Ty. But I'd like to see really offensively. You've been in a decent rhythm. You just had some tough breaks, some drop passes, and some things not kind of go your way on the offensive side outside of that 1-1 really long drive to give you that lone 7 points. And so I'm sure both coaches are going to make adjustments at halftime. I think one advantage that you are going to have, and I mentioned this late in the second quarter, is they are just not a deep team. Only having 5 subs, their guys are going to get much more tired than your guys are. Just the fact that you have a lot more subs, you have some guys that aren't having to play both ways, with a lot of their guys having to go both ways the entire game.
And Chance, another thing to make note of, the umbrellas are out and the rain is falling here tonight at Antelope Stadium. We're free of lightning, though, so we will play on this evening. Not anything malicious. It's just really a beautiful,
nice little drizzle,
a beautiful fall, a light rain here. Don't know how long that'll continue, but you have to think that'll play a factor going into the second half as well. The turf is going to be wet. The ball's going to be wet. You've got to avoid some costly turnovers that might be uncharacteristic. There's both teams with 1 turnover in the first half of the ball game, and that one there at the end of the half by Sunray keeping them out of the end zone going into the locker room. And so, Chance, take us through some numbers, if you will, here in the first half of the ball game. Again, a lot of yards, just not a lot of points.
Yeah, a lot of yards for them. They're just shy, or Hada's just shy of 120 yards passing on the night, and he's about 8 for 18. And then they also rushed for another 70 yards. So lots of yards and putting up a lot of numbers. But that's just due to, like we said, he doesn't take his eyes off the receivers downfield. So his completion percentage isn't super high, but he does have that opportunity to be able to get the ball down the field, and that's what kind of put him up. And also, they've had a lot of long drives. You haven't put up as many numbers. Wiley only has 81 passing yards, and then you add another 58 on the ground. But a lot of your drives have stalled early versus theirs. They've had a lot more downs to work with to put more numbers up. And so the defense coming up with those stops. But, you can have as many yards as you want, Ty. The only one that matters is the numbers on those scoreboards.
Yep, absolutely. 8-7 here at halftime. We expected this one to be high scoring. It may be before we're all said and done, but right now it is not, as the defenses make a few statements in the first half of the ball game tonight. So here we are at halftime again with our score 8-7, and I haven't pulled out. You got some scores?
I got some scores for us now. Halftime as well. Some teams in our district. New Home, kind of probably one that people weren't expecting with them getting blown out against Lubbock Liberty, but they're up right now against a tough Ropes team, 21-14 at halftime. New Home is up. And then you have the New Deal Lions are up at halftime 14-6 on the Roosevelt Eagles. Alton is giving Dimmitt all they can handle. They're up 20-0 at halftime. And Floydada continue to struggle. They're in that big Floyd County rivalry. Lockney is putting it on them 37-6 just before half there. And then you have Post, kind of what you expected, playing Four Sands. Still unsure about their quarterback if he is playing or he isn't playing. But regardless if he's playing or not, it's not even halftime there in Four Sands as Post is up big 49-0. So as you can tell, the number 7 ranked team, those Post Bold Gold Antelopes, are kind of making a statement there in Four Sands tonight.
As the rain falls, as both teams getting ready to come out back onto the field here to start the second half. And Chance, I assume it still is maybe. I know the plan was, and one of the reasons there's a big crowd here tonight is the little Lope cheerleaders were going to be able to perform in the third quarter. We'll see if that continues to be the case with the rain falling here tonight. Again, nothing malicious. It's just a nice little calm rain, not overly cold, and we'll see kind of what that looks like in the second half of the ball game. But it's 8-7 Sunray here at halftime. The difference, a 2-point conversion right now for the Sunray Bobcats. Let's take one more timeout, and we'll come back with the second half kickoff. You've been listening to the West Texas Brick and Stone Halftime Show. Your home is your most valuable asset, and when you need repairs or upgrades, you want a name that you can trust. That name is MC Master Roofing and Construction. Their team will help guide you through every step of the process, from your insurance claim to a completed project. Small town and locally owned and operated, MC Master will not only get the job done, but they'll get it done right. They are a proud title sponsor of this broadcast and a proud supporter of Abernathy's young people. Give them a call today at 806-698-4653.
At Storm Guard, we provide experts you can count on. Sit back, relax, and let Storm Guard take care of your home. If you're experiencing roof issues, let our qualified team of professionals repair or restore your roof. We work directly with your insurance company to make the process easy for you, and inspections are always free. At Storm Guard, we are wishing the Lady Lopes and Lopes the best of luck this season.
And once again, good evening and welcome back. Just about ready for the start of the second half tonight. Ty Horsford alongside Chance Rocha, Travis Wickenden behind the lens here tonight on the Abernathy Antelope Sports Network. As the rain falls, as we're set to kick off the second half, it's the First State Bank second half kickoff here tonight, as it's the Antelopes and the Bobcats with Sunray leading 8-7 here. Abernathy won the opening toss. They got the football first. Here's a chance again. It's going to be on the shoulders of your Antelope defense to begin this second half.
Yeah, you're going to have to come out with some energy and make another big stop here, Ty, on the defensive side. And, you know, that's what kind of got you going in the first half, so hopefully we can match it right here in the second half.
As Abernathy will kick it off right to left, wearing those all maroon jerseys. 12 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. And here we go. End over end kick takes Sunray back to the 15-yard line. They are going to run this one back, and a big hit. Chance, that might have been
That's Case Heinrich.
We've said his name a lot tonight. A big hit on the return there by Heinrich. And Sunray will be backed up. This is just about probably their worst starting field position of the night.
Yeah, I think it is. But and Case Heinrich, he's putting some filling up that stat sheets for sure.
And so it'll be first down and 10 for Grajeda and the Bobcat offense. They'll have it on the right hash mark at their own 22-yard line. Just underway here in the second half of the ball game. In the shotgun is Zeke Grajeda. He takes the snap, hands it off, bounce into the near side, and that's
good
a
open
nice
field tackle.
Open field tackle. Guess who? Jagger Wiley gets out there to make the stop.
I'll tell you what, Ty, he gets fired up on defense. You can tell that, you know, he was itching. Even in those scrimmages that we had, he loved getting out there and hitting some guys. You know, typically your quarterback sometimes can be timid, but not Jagger Wiley. He's excited about putting a wall up on somebody.
You like a quarterback that can also play defensive back.
That's right.
Second down and 10 here for the Bobcats. No gain. Another fake handoff, and then swings it out.
Oh, interception.
Off the deflection. The ball is intercepted at the 20-yard line. And Chance, that one is picked off by
Mr. Jagger
Wiley, the man of the hour, off of the deflected pass. It actually was deflected off the intended receiver. And Chance, you might have seen that wet ball come into play just a little bit there. The Antelopes take over at the 21-yard line. That is a defensive stop and turnover brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Heck of a play right there. Wiley's able to see that ball fly up in the air. He lays out for it, and, you know, it may have been too wet for the receiver, but Mr. Wiley said, it's all right for me, and he picked it up off the turf.
You have got to take advantage here if you're the Abernathy Antelope offense. More of a stacked look here for the Antelopes, but Wiley still will throw. Looking for it on the first play. Back of the end zone. Case Heinrich. Touchdown. Sound the alarm. It's a code 3. Antelope touchdown.
Big play right there. Wiley steps back, has plenty of time. Case Heinrich gets behind the defenders, and Wiley dots the I and gives him the TD.
And just like that, Chance off the turnover, one play, 22 yards, and Abernathy has regained the lead less than a minute into the second half.
I'll tell you, two guys that have stepped up tonight, Case Heinrich on the defensive and the offensive side, and Jagger Wiley. He's playing like a true quarterback and a leader should.
As with 11-12 left here in the third quarter, Wiley's PAT. That's offsides on the defense, or it should be. I didn't see a flag. Yeah, there is a flag on the far side. I think the PAT was good. And is it encroachment? I think it is offsides on the defense. Decline that penalty. The try is good. And with 11-12 left in the third quarter, the Antelopes have regained the lead. It's 14-8. We'll take a timeout and come back. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football. Dr. Kent Webb and his family have served West Texas for over 80 years. Webb Vision Center of Plainview offers a full-service and comprehensive eye care center. We have state-of-the-art technology that allows us to provide the most up-to-date eye exams and determine eye and vision health. We also offer many specialty eye care services. What are you waiting for? Come see Webb Vision Center in Plainview today. We are proud to support Abernathy Athletics. And welcome back here to Antelope Stadium in Abernathy, Texas. A rejuvenated home side of Antelope Stadium here as Abernathy has regained the lead at 14-8, Chance. It's a Wiley interception on defense that sets up a one-play, 22-yard strike. Wiley to Case Heinrich.
Yeah, big play right there. And, you know, it's one of those things, Ty, that energy on defense, it turns into offense, and that's exactly what you need. You want to come out with some emotional energy, and Wiley made two big plays on the tackle, then the interception, and he steps back in the pocket, cool and collected, and hits Heinrich for the touchdown.
It's another First State Bank kickoff here for the Abernathy Antelopes, and
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's probably all the mini cheerleaders on the sideline that got them hyped.
That's got to be it. That's got to be it. As the end-over-end kick is going to go out of bounds, that's going to cause the penalty flag to fly. Oh, well, maybe that's not a...
Yeah, he threw it. It's on this far side over here.
Okay. I was like, is that one of the rule changes?
Yeah, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it for a second either, but...
So 11-12 left to play here in the third quarter. It's a kick out of bounds here against the Antelopes. And so they'll place the ball out at the 30, and that's where we'll start. Basically, you lose 5 yards off of it, and it'll be first down and 10 here for Sunray. So last time Grajeda was out there, he threw a short screen pass over there to the left side. It went off the numbers of a receiver and was picked off by Jagger Wiley. Let's see if he goes back to the air. He will fake the handoff and look to throw. He throws it underneath and a drop. As number 10, Dominique Dominguez, can't hang on. He was wide open at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, he was wide open. He had number 52, Ryan Hillis, was trailing him, and that's a little bit of a mismatch. And when you have all these skills guys and multiple receivers, you're going to have some of those linebackers step up and try to keep up with some of those smaller guys. But luckily right there, he dropped that ball.
14-8, a third quarter Antelope lead now with 11:07 left to play here in the third. 3 receivers to the far side. Looking to throw, throwing it out over there, and the third consecutive drop by a Sunray defender as they're not handling the wet ball very well, Chance. And that's Case Womble who can't hang on.
It wobbled right out of his hands.
Oh. But
sorry.
We've got the dad jokes here on the Antelope Sports Network. Third down and 10 coming up for Sunray.
You know, we talked about, though, at halftime, Ty, that's one of those things that when the ball gets a little bit wet, it can get a little bit slick in a hurry.
As in the shotgun, there's movement up front. Flags fly, and Chance Grajeda is frustrated. An offsides penalty or a false start penalty, if you will, here on Sunray. And it's going from bad to worse here so far for the Bobcat offense on these first 2 drives of the second half.
Yeah, definitely a lot of frustration right there. You know, he has 2 back-to-back drop passes on open receivers, and then, you know, you have the false start. And so that's a little bit of frustration. You want to come out of the second half starting clean, and the Bobcats definitely haven't done that.
11:02 left to play here in the third. 3 receivers to the far side. There's the snap. Looking to throw with the empty backfield is Grajeda. He steps up in the pocket, now lobs it out over the top, and it's incomplete. Don't really know that was intended for anybody in particular. And number 10, Dominique Dominguez, hurdles into the Little Lope cheerleaders down here on the home side track, but everybody's okay. And it's a 3-and-out, another defensive stop brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions. And Chance, it's a punting situation as Bird will be back to return.
Yeah, second time he's back there to return. Maybe he'll be able to get his hands on this one, as the first one he had to let bounce by him, but we'll see what he does if they're able to do with another one of those line drive punch, if they put it in the air.
Almost a snap that goes over the head.
Almost blocked.
Somehow that punt gets out of there, and it's a good one. And Bird fell down, and he lets it bounce dead at the 30-yard line.
Man, I was nervous there for a minute. I was excited we almost got the block, and then nervous that Bird almost fell down on the ball. But luckily, he was smart enough to say, you know what, maybe let's not pick it up. So,
Chance, you always hold your breath because that turf is wet as well.
Oh, yeah.
And so you don't want somebody to slip and turn something the wrong way or whatnot. But
we've had plenty of injuries. We don't need any more of that.
Knock on wood. So far tonight, it's been all good in that aspect. So
if you're at home listening and you're right there by your coffee table, just give a little knock on wood right there.
Knock on your head.
Yeah, it's pretty hollow in there, Ty.
10:44 left to play here in the third. Wiley takes the snap, hands it off. Micheletti, a hard run to the near side. He steamrolls a defender out near the 40-yard line.
Good hard run right there, mentioned by Micheletti for about 7 yards.
And Chance, now, if you're Abernathy, obviously you don't want to go into prevent or keep away mode. You want to run your offense, but
for sure,
you're okay just stringing together some 5, 6, 7 yard gains here.
With some points on the board after that?
Absolutely.
Sounds like a winning recipe. Hey, either way.
Go. Empty backfield, Wiley looking to throw. Heck with that.
I'll take it.
To go deep over the top, and it's incomplete.
Bird saw that the defender was coming up to pop him, and it's one of those things where he's looking to make sure he's not getting hit. But if he goes up for that ball and the defender does hit him early, that could have been a penalty. But, I think it was kind of almost uncatchable. Wiley led him a little bit too far. But he's lucky that Sunray's lucky that Bird didn't go up and they didn't hit him.
3rd down and 3, and really important here, I feel like, Chance, that you convert and run some more time off the clock and keep the ball in your offense's hands. On 3rd down and 3, kind of a stacked look of receivers, but pulled in tight on the near side. Rolling far side is Wiley in the flat, gets rid of it, has the receiver across the midfield stripe, down to the 48-yard line. That is number 12, Xavier Camacho, with his first catch of the night, and it's a First Baptist Church Antelope first down.
Good job right there. Kind of went with the misdirection. Made them think we were giving it to Micheletti over here on the stack side, the overloaded side, and you trail Camacho out on the far side and are able to get it to him. That's a good throw and catch, and it's a good run right there by Camacho after he got the ball.
Clock rolls inside of 9:40. A big 3rd down conversion there by the Antelopes. In the shotgun, quick pitch coming near side. Ooh, that's a nice defensive play. Is flying through there. Bird was the ball carrier, Chance, but I believe that was 72 and 61 for Sunray. That's Mejia and Mason Gray, a nice defensive play.
Yeah, they were able to kind of slip through that under. You're kind of rolling all your guys out, hoping he can get to the edge, and they were able to sneak through on the backside and caught Bird behind the line of scrimmage.
Goes for a loss of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 14 for the Antelopes as they look to keep this drive alive. In the shotgun is Jagger. Man in motion is Bird. Fakes the handoff and stepping up in the pocket now. Wiley going to run with it.
Ran over his own guy.
Ran over his own guy, and he sputters across the 45 down to the 41-yard line. And Chance, kind of a busted play there. Wiley stepped up in the pocket and just took off and ran with it. A heads-up play there by your quarterback.
Yeah, busted play, and he made the best of it and kind of called his old number. He comes up limping a little, but I think that's just kind of due to them rolling up on him right there at the end. But a gain of 13, he puts you in a 3rd and manageable. And I think regardless of what happens here, Ty, unless you get a big loss, you're probably going to go for it on 4th with it just being a 3rd and 2 here.
3rd down, a short 2 from the 41-yard line of the Sunray Bobcats. Abernathy leading 14-8. In the shotgun, Wiley hands the ball off. There's your tough runner, Micheletti, putting his head down inside the 40. It's a First Baptist Church first down for the Antelopes again. And Chance, this is the exact drive we talked about that you would love to see for the Antelopes.
Yeah, you definitely wanted a long drive, eating up plenty of clock and taking up most of the third quarter here. And, Ty, you didn't need a ton of yards, but Micheletti put his head down and was able to get you the 4 that you needed.
7.5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter of the ball game with the Antelopes on top, 14-8. Would love to add to that here.
I feel something here, Ty. I think we got a touchdown pass coming up.
In the shotgun, looking to throw. Wiley dumps it off to Heinrich at the 30-yard line.
I think that was Minfield.
Oh, was it? I thought it was 7, not 1.
They look very similar.
As that is Dre Minfield, rather, on the slant, hauling it in at the 30. And that's a gain of 5 on first down. It'll be second down and 5.
He had a little bit more running room right there, Ty, but he was led a little bit far, and so he had to lay out to make that catch. But good pitch and catch. Keep that clock rolling and keep Sunray's offense off the field.
Inside of 7 left to play here. Clock moving in the third quarter. Antelopes lead by 6. In the gun, Wiley hands the ball off, trying to find a seam and fight for yardage. Is Micheletti. Not much there at the 31-yard line. No gain.
Yeah, no gain, maybe a gain of 1, and they were trying to stand him up so they could strip the ball out. He did everything he could to keep both hands on the ball. Looks like we have one of our linemen is cramping a little bit on the field there, Ty.
Yeah, getting kind of stretched out, and so we're going to have a brief timeout, it looks like, and I don't think that's anything serious.
No, and we talked about that. We haven't played a complete game, and when you play a complete game at game speed, it's a big difference from playing a scrimmage, and so that is one of the benefits that Sunray does have. But like I said, some of these boys out here for Abernathy haven't had that full game so far this year.
And let's take a quick timeout. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football here tonight. West Texas Brick and Stone has provided top-notch custom masonry services to West Texas for 35 years. We are locally owned and operated as well as family run. We take pride in our masonry work and are ready to tackle your next project no matter the size. Come see us at 405 North Interstate 27 in Lubbock to get the ball rolling on your next project. At West Texas Brick and Stone, we are happy to support Abernathy's young people and are wishing them the best of luck this season. And welcome back here to Antelope Stadium. Again, the Antelope lineman down, I think it's a cramp being tended to, at least that's what it would appear, still being tended to at the 30. And Chance, when you look at it, you mentioned it going into the break, you talk about not having played a full game, so that plays into the combo here. But then also, Chance, looking across the way, there's only 4 or 5 extra players over there for Sunray, so stamina could begin to creep in on their side as well.
Yeah, for sure. And so that's you hope it's nothing serious, but that's number 60, Jake Harkey, that you got coming off the field, your preseason defensive MVP. And so that's a tough break right there for the Lopes if he's able to come back in the game or not.
And so we'll keep an eye on that as Harkey on the sideline for the Antelopes. One of your big guys in the middle. Wiley looking to throw, airs it out, goes man coverage, jump ball in the end zone, incomplete.
Yeah, that's an incomplete pass right there, but I love the confidence right there from Wiley, putting it up in the air and letting the receiver try to go up there and make a play on it. I think that was Case Heinrich back there, and it was, Ty, it was Case Heinrich.
Already has 1 touchdown grab tonight, was looking for number 2, and so we'll see what Abernathy does here, Chance, on 4th down and 6. You need to get inside, just barely inside, the Sunray 27 to move the chains. Offense is going to stay on the field, kind of here in no man's land. Single back formation. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. That's the Sunray sideline over there. Wiley looks back for a call in from Blaskus.
I think they let it run it down.
The flag comes in. That's a delay of game on the Antelopes, and that might be enough to make you punt the football, and that might have been part of the plan, Chance, to give you a little bit of space, and your defense has played pretty well here in the second half, and so Wiley might be thinking a little bit, well, let's play field position with them a little.
Yeah. Not sure, though. It looks like they're still lining up.
Unless it's one of those quick kick type
possibly
scenarios here.
Yeah, it looks like Jagger's backing up a little bit more.
Wiley's also your punter. There's a snap, a quick kick by Wiley. It's a line drive. It was not a thing of beauty, but it does take an Antelope bounce.
Just field position.
Inside the 20 down to the 16. And so that is what the Antelopes choose to do. They're going to trust their defense, which has played well tonight with 6:08 left to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, 6:08. And I'm keeping an eye over here on the sideline. It looks like Jay Karkey is still trying to stretch that leg out, so I don't think anything too serious, and I think you can definitely tell the way he's stretching. He's trying to get back out on that field.
The rain had stopped, Chance, but it has started to fall again here as you kind of look at it up into the lights here tonight at Antelope Stadium.
One score we didn't get to, Todd, probably one that people are very excited about, probably here in West Texas. Your Chiefs are losing 13-6 at halftime.
After the Cowboys lost a heartbreaker last night as well, Grajeda to throw. He completes the pass out across the 20. Nice move over there on the sideline by the Sunray receiver. It might be enough to move the chains.
I think so. I think they're going to give him 12.
Number 6, Christian Salceda.
As that is Christian Salceda, the ball carrier, or the receiver. And they're going to say he went out of bounds, Chance, about 1.5 yards short. That's hard for us to see over there.
Well, and the guy started moving, and I think they said, hey, go back.
Teams, good luck tomorrow as they run in Littlefield.
As second down and a long one, short 2 coming up here for the Bobcats. Handoff going here to the near side, trying to follow that right tackle, but the Antelope defense gets a nice push there up front.
It's a good job right there. Maybe a gain of 1.
Isaac Mendoza, the ball carrier. Stafford, the stop for the Antelopes. We go inside of 5.5 to play here in the third quarter with the Antelopes continuing to lead 14-8. Big third down play here. 3rd and yard maybe here for the Bobcats. Down 14-8.
I'd like a sack off the edge right here. And batted play. Good job right there by Stafford.
And Stafford bats it back in the face of Grajeda. And now on 4th and 1, how risky is Sunray going to get, Chance, here? They're backed up inside their own 30. They need just 1 yard trailing here in the latter part of the third quarter. It looks like they're going to roll the dice a bit, and the offense may stay on the field. A big spot in this game.
Watch Grajeda. I'm sure they're going to kind of give him the opportunity to throw it or run it. Either that or they're going to give it to Mendoza.
Grajeda in the gun, takes the snap. This is a quarterback keeper to the near side, and he is going to lean forward and pick up the first down to the 30-yard line. Nothing fancy there, Chance, but that tells you how important Sunray thinks this drive could be. They want to keep the ball, and they do.
Yeah, they definitely just kind of played a numbers game right there. They faked it to Mendoza and used him as a lead blocker to get Grajeda over here just to get a little 5 or 6 yard gain right there, Ty.
Inside 4:45 left to play. Empty backfield. Grajeda fakes the screen, now looks downfield, has a man behind the defense, and the ball is going to be intercepted.
Oh, they're going to get pass interference.
And that's going to be a good call. It's coming back the other way. It's not going to matter. The ball was intercepted. Ooh, that should be a late hit out of bounds. But they're not going to throw
that would have been Grajeda, too.
But this is going to be interference, I think, on the Antelope defense in the secondary. They're going to talk about it.
I'm not sure if it was, though, or not. I mean, there was some contact, but I think they are going to say it.
And it is pass interference against Abernathy. That's a big 15-yard penalty, and that will be a first down for the Bobcats.
Man, that's a tough one right there. There was no need for it, but I think he was trying to make sure that he wasn't going to get the ball, but it was way, way underthrown.
Well, and I think, Chance, the problem is there the defender doesn't look back at the ball.
Yeah, he's trying to come back for it.
And he was trying to come back, and he impeded his ability to do that.
Yep, so I think that was on Case Heinrich there. He's done a lot of good tonight, and that's a tough play right there. He's just doing everything he can to make sure that they're not completing that pass.
Which you would rather that than a 70-yard touchdown pass.
100%.
Looking downfield again, long time to throw, stepping up in the pocket, getting open in the middle of the field is a Sunray receiver across the 40 down to the 36. That is
holding
Martin Castellano, but another flag on the play.
Yep, I was going to call it earlier, and they finally called it, Ty.
I feel like
They've been doing it.
done that some tonight and finally get flagged for it.
You got another Antelope down here on the field cramping. I think that may be number 7, Case Heinrich.
What in the world?
First down at 20.
First down and 20 after the holding penalty.
And you do. It looks like you have, I don't know if they're going to give us an injury timeout or not, but we got a guy, Heinrich's laying on the field. I don't know if they're going to kind of move him off or what we're going to do here. I was curious to hear. They were telling us to get on the field, but then the ref said, hey, there's an injury on the field, so we're going to have to wait for a second.
And, there we go. Sorry, I'm talking off air. My computer was making funny signs at me, Chance, but I think we got it all figured out as the injury timeout. That gives us an opportunity to thank some of our sponsors, the Junk and Farmers Market, MZJ Variety Shop, Hillvet, WTX Diesel, Rural Roots Medical Clinic, and the Farmers Cooperative Compress in Plainview, all proud supporters of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes. Pressure coming from the outside.
Man, almost got him.
Now the receiver on the screen gets the catch and gets upfield, Chance. Once you break that initial wave of defenders,
you got an Antelope down on the far side too.
And that's going to take it across midfield. That's a gain of 17 yards on first down and 20. And I think we might have another cramp situation for the Antelopes at the 34-yard line. Really your recipe for success tonight, Chance, on the defensive side of the ball. And it's bit you a few times, but you're bringing pressure when you can, and that has disrupted Sunray's offense a little bit at times tonight, and it's been enough to make a difference so far.
Yeah, it's been a cat and mouse game. They've tempted you with pressure some, and it's gone your way, and then they've kind of got a couple that haven't gone your way. And so it's an instance to where if Grajada can get it to that guy and they can make the catch and make the play, just right there again, he's able to get it to 21. He was able to slip one last tackle. It could have been a short gain of maybe 6 or 7, and instead, like you said, it goes for almost 17.
3:53 left to play here in the third quarter of the ball game. I think maybe the rain might have
subsided
again for the time being as the Antelope cheerleaders, Little Lope cheerleaders down on the side getting some action here for the home fans as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool. All the cheerleaders are telling them, hey, let's take a knee. We have an injured Antelope, so they're telling them to take a knee. They're learning something here.
There you go. Because, again, you hope it's not too serious as the Antelopes can ill afford many injuries. And I tell you what, with 3:53 left to play here in the third, let's take an injury timeout as you're listening to Abernathy Antelope football. Something new has taken Abernathy by storm. Code 3 Soda Shop and Meat Market is locally owned by first responders and offers fresh salad and deli options for lunch or dinner. Any drink combination under the sun, and the freshest beef around. We are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday and are ready to serve you. We are a faith and family first business and are proud supporters of our Antelopes and Lady Lopes, as well as a title sponsor on this broadcast. Come see us in the Red Barn on the north end of town. When it comes to insuring your home, car, farm, or anything in between, you want a friendly face that you can trust, and you'll find that at Clark Riley Insurance in Abernathy. They offer a variety of insurance options, no matter how big or small, and they'll treat you like family throughout the process. They've been in the business for many years and have the expertise to get you the insurance you need at an affordable price. Give them a call today at 298-2591. Clark Riley Insurance is a proud supporter of the Lady Lopes and Antelopes. Out of the injury at timeout, quickly back to play here. 2nd and 3 for Sunray Grajada looking to throw. He's got all day. Now steps up in the pocket. He's going to run with it. Hurdles a tackler. He's hit right at the first down marker and pushes across. That's a tough run by Zeke Grajada, the Sunray signal caller, and it's a first down.
Yeah, it's a tough run, and he got up kind of regretting it because he got sandwiched between two antelopes, and he's limping a little bit, but definitely a tough run right there. He's able to avoid some pressure from Stafford, and then he gets walloped by two antelope defenders. So
the injured antelope a moment ago was J.J. Gonzalez, and he was looked like an apparent maybe shoulder, arm, something going on there. Hopefully he's going to be okay. First down and 10 for Sunray, but before the snap, we've got a timeout for the Bobcats. And Chance, when you take timeouts before you get to the fourth quarter, I always think those can come back to hurt you later in a close ball game. But a timeout taken by Sunray will take one as well. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football. Buying a car can be daunting, but not if you let your friends at the South Plains Auto Ranch help you with the process. Offering great deals and in-house financing on used cars, Austin and his team need to be your first call when you are looking for a new ride. Come see us on the south end of town today or give us a call at 806-298-2200. South Plains Auto Ranch is a proud supporter of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes and wish them the best of luck. And welcome back, Antelope fans, here to the Antelope Stadium in Abernathy. Glad to have you back with us. And Chance, we're going to have a new center in the ball game, Gabriel Ortiz, when Abernathy has the ball. And so that's a key position that's in the center of it all to keep an eye on as we go throughout. But right now, Sunray with the ball. Handoff going up the middle inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line as Isaac Mendoza gets the touch and gets 4. It'll be second down and 6. And Chance, Sunray putting together a little bit of an offensive drive here.
Taking their time, Ty.
Inside of 3 minutes to play in tonight's third quarter. In the shotgun. There's the snap. Empty backfield. Grajeda looking to throw. Now he's being chased, and he is
big wallop right there by Stafford.
Behind. Braylon Stafford, a storm guard sack at the 40-yard line. And that's a big-time hit and got him from the blind side, Chance. Lucky for him, he held on to the football as that came from behind, and he never saw it coming.
Yeah, he never did, and it's one of those things where Stafford rushed upfield and was able to come back when Grajada was trying to sneak out over here on this near side, and Stafford said, not today.
Third down from the 40, probably 2-down territory. Throwing it out to the flats. It's caught. Nice little pivot move for the first down at the 30-yard line.
Oh, they're going to get extracurricular.
15 as a late flag comes in after the play. And that's going to make you pull your hair out if you're the Antelope coaching staff.
Yeah, it looked like that was Torres. He kind of kept turning his feet all the way to the sideline. And I like the enthusiasm, I like the effort, but you can see the coaches are saying, what are we doing? Why do we need that? You already had him out of bounds.
So add 15 on to what was already about a 8 or 9 yard gain on the pass play, and that'll move it into the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone, Chance, with 2:02 to play. Abernathy leading 14-8. Sunray on the move. Our story tonight has been Abernathy's ability to make defensive stops in the red zone. They did it 3 different times in the first half. Here we are again.
Yeah, you're going to need it again right here with the short field after that 15-yard penalty.
Handoff up the middle, coming near side. That's a nice defensive play near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's a good tackle right there by Braylon Stafford.
Stafford has made some big plays on defense tonight as well. 1:45 and counting left to play here in the third. That's a gain of 1.5 yards. It'll be second down coming up here for the Bobcats as we near 90 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Abernathy leading 14-8, but Sunray knocking on the door yet again. In the gun is Grajada. Empty backfield, looking to throw. Over the middle, wide open inside the 5. This time, the Bobcats will not be turned away. It is Christian Sauceda, the Bobcat touchdown. And from, I believe that was about 18 yards out, we are tied up again at 14.
Tied up again, and it'll be a big stop right here. It looks like they're probably going to go for two again, and so it'd be a big stop right here to keep the game tied for the Antelope defense after you just give it that tough play. And so Sauceda kind of found the zone right there in the middle and was able to get away from it. Looked like Malachi Walters, and it looked like no one was around him, but he was kind of just bouncing around trying to find a soft space, and Grajada was able to find him.
They're going to go for two again as Grajada is in the gun. Three receivers to the Antelope side of the field. He's looking left, though. Now steps up in the pocket, hit as he throws, but the try is good. Wide open in the middle of the field is Martin Castellanos. And just like that, Sunray seesaws back in front. It is 16-14. We'll take a timeout and come back. You're listening to Antelope Football.
Rooted Bible is your local faith-based salon that is rooted in Christ and built on community. A fresh, peaceful space for everyday hair, confidence, and connection. Whether it's a kid's cut, a men's trim, or a full highlight, stylist Hannah Rocha and Sierra Contreras can take care of you. With a heart for people and a passion for purpose, they are proud to serve the community of Abernathy and West Texas. You can find them on Facebook or stop by and see them at 203 Avenue D in Abernathy to schedule your next appointment.
Oh, that's weird.
As welcome back here to Antelope Stadium in Abernathy. Sunray has regained the lead here at 16-14 with 1:14 left to play in the third quarter.
So quick scoring updates, Ty. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. New Home leads Rope 28-14. New Deal is still leading Roosevelt 21-6 in the third. Olton still up 20-0, and Floydada is still getting pummeled by Lockney 43-6, and Post is still up big 56-0.
We may be heading for a good finish here tonight in Abernathy. Antelopes trail by 2 now at 16-14. The first State Bank kickoff. It's a short pooch kick. You got to grab it, and Abernathy grabs it and goes out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That's not like a punt. You can't watch it.
Yeah.
And it is out of bounds as downed by number 11. That is Micheletti.
Yeah, Micheletti runs up and is able to grab that, and I think Heinrich thought it was going to bounce out of bounds a lot quicker than it did. But good thinking right there by Micheletti to jump on that and get out of bounds with it.
So with 1:14 to play, now down 2, the Antelope offense will take over again.
As Ty tries to fix the scoreboard here.
Yeah, we apologize. The 16 is inverted. We'll work on that.
It's a 16, I promise.
1:14 left to play here in the third quarter. Handoff going up the middle. It goes for a couple of yards and then pushed backwards as Heinrich got the handoff for just a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
They try to catch him off guard. They're sending Heinrich in motion and putting him in the backfield. But this, credit the Sunray defensive line of kind of stuffing up that middle there.
As we've got 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Sunray 16, the Antelopes 14. Empty backfield. Wiley rolls right, looking to throw, airs it out, has a man behind the defense. It's Heinrich. He stumbles and the turf got him as he hauls it in at the 30-yard line. The turf with the touchdown saving tackle. That is a 20. That's a 38-yard pass and catch from Wiley to Case Heinrich for a First Baptist Church Antelope first down.
That's a big play right there from Wiley to Heinrich, and Heinrich, he comes up after the turf got him. He's still cramping. He had issues with this earlier, and so it looks like he's still cramping here, but great play right there, using his speed to get behind the defense, and Wiley with a beautiful throw to hit Heinrich while he was running.
What a ball, and what a game tonight.
Yeah.
Talk about needing somebody to step up with the injuries. Case Heinrich has stepped up big tonight for the Antelopes.
He definitely has. He's been making plays on both sides of the ball. Sometimes when your number's called, Ty, you answer it.
That is absolutely the case. 32 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Heinrich is going to jog off the field on his own power after the tremendous 38-yard catch. And it'll be 1st down and 10. I think Heinrich is going to be just fine. as 33-yard line here for the Antelopes, Chance. 30 seconds left, third quarter. Abernathy down by 2, 16-14. In the gun is Wiley. Takes the snap, tosses to the near side. It's Micheletti trying to turn it up inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. That's a healthy gain of about 4 yards on first down. And that will take us to the end of tonight's third quarter, Chance. Fourth quarter will decide this one. Sunray 16, the Antelopes 14. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football on the Abernathy Sports Network. We're back with the fourth quarter after this. As one of Abernathy's longest-standing institutions, First State Bank is proud to meet a full scale of banking needs in Abernathy and the surrounding areas. We are family-owned and operated and have been for many years. We are the people you see at the grocery store and go to church with, and we pride ourselves on being your friend in the banking business. Come see us today. We are wishing the Lopes and the Lady Lopes much success this season. As we welcome you back to Antelope Stadium here in Abernathy, trying to fix graphics on the scoreboard. Now our 16 is upside down, but hey, we're getting closer here, I think.
It's cattywampus. Wiley gets the ball, hands off to Micheletti. Breaks the tackles, cutting up.
That's going to be a First Baptist Church first down right near the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone again.
Good 7-yard run right there. He's able to break the tackle at the line of scrimmage and get a burst for an extra 6 yards there, Ty.
First down and 10 for the Antelopes. That'll move it again. Right, not quite to the red zone, the 21-yard line. Ball going to be spotted at the left hash. As another handoff up the middle. This time it's Micheletti again, carrying tacklers inside the 15, inside the 10. That's another First Baptist Church Antelope first down and a tough run. Give Micheletti 14 more.
That's a heck of a hard run right there. Again, breaking 2 tackles on the play, and we kind of talked about it off the air a little bit. Micheletti's definitely put on some size and able to run definitely harder between the numbers right there.
As we go inside of 11 minutes to play now in the ball game, Abernathy down 16-14, but they're knocking on the door trying to regain the lead in what has been a seesaw battle tonight. First down and goal inside the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone. Handoff up the middle. It's Micheletti again. He's slung down at the 3.
You got it.
And now we've got a
slow to get up.
Antelope slow to get up, but I think we're just fine. Abernathy going to no-huddle it here, second down and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Ty. Give it to him again.
And that is exactly what happens. And this time, there's a hit. Micheletti tries to break it outside, can't get free, and now it'll be third down and goal. With 10-14 left to play here in the ballgame, Abernathy trying to get the lead back.
You get a heavy dose of Micheletti right here to start the fourth quarter, Ty. That's about 4 handoffs in a row.
He got you down there. You were trying to let him finish the job.
Keep the guessing out of it.
Inside of 10 minutes to play now in the ball game. There is going to be Wiley keeping it. Takes the handoff to Micheletti. Sound the alarm, Chance. It's an Antelope touchdown brought to you by Code 3. And the Antelopes are back in front.
Yeah, all those handoffs back to Micheletti, kind of faked him out there. You fake it to Micheletti underneath, and then Wiley just powers it in, is able to put it in from 4 yards out.
So with 9:43, Chance, back and forth we go. The Antelopes back in front here of the Sunray Bobcats, pending the PAT. And now Abernathy may go for 2, but we've got another Antelope
Heinrich
down.
again? I think it is.
Just cannot figure out those cramping situation here. And it's a coolish but humid night here. And again, talk about the first full game here for the Antelopes. And so with 9:43 left to play in the ball game, let's take a timeout. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football.
Located in the heart of the community, Abernathy's First Baptist Church is ready to welcome you to their family. Our pastor is Damon Pierce, and our youth pastor is Bailey Hare. We meet at 9:30 for Sunday school and 10:45 for worship, and we have a wide variety of children's, youth, and adult activities beginning at 6 on Wednesday nights. At Abernathy's First Baptist Church, we strive to love God, love people, and tell the world. We are praying the Lopes and Lady Lopes have a tremendous season.
Welcome back here to. Oh, pardon all the graphic moving around on the screen. We're trying to troubleshoot midair. Hey, at least we're on the air.
We're on the air.
And we're bringing you Antelope football here tonight.
We're just making sure you're paying attention.
Abernathy has scored to take the lead, as it is 20-16 now. We're pending the PAT. We'll see if Abernathy goes for 2 or 1 here.
Looks like they lined up to go for 2.
It does look like they're going to line up to go for 2. In the shotgun is Wiley trying to push this out to a 6-point game, and there is movement up front.
False start.
False start against Abernathy. We'll see if that changes things at all here.
Yeah, it looks like they're signaling go for 1 now.
As that moves you back 10 yards, and now it's not a give me
Nope.
PAT.
It's not. But it's definitely not a gimme 2 either.
No, it's not. Now it's more of a short field goal, if you will.
I'm not sure. It looks like they're huddling up.
Maybe
But
the offense is going to stay on the field here with 9:43 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Abernathy will still go for 2.
look for a quick slant across the middle.
9:43 left. Man in motion. There's the snap.
Again,
and
false start.
Is offsides again. And now you're just now you don't really know what to do, and that is definitely a short field goal. You might as well keep the offense out there and try and get 2.
That's getting those Sunray fans riled up over there. They know that's definitely getting in the head of the Lopes out there on the field.
In 9:43 left to play here tonight in the ball game.
You have the lead, Ty, but 2 extra points would definitely benefit you. Because if they score, that puts it at a tie, and then you hold them.
You're trying to push it back out to a 6-point lead, where a touchdown would only tie you, but the extra point would matter.
Trips to the near side again. Look for a slant across the middle, possibly.
Wiley scrambles right, being chased backside. That should be roughing the passer.
Nope, didn't call
Wiley
nothing.
was popped from behind well after he let go of the ball, and now Wiley's cramping, but the PAT a try is no good. They just will not throw a flag on the Bobcats here tonight. We'll take a timeout and come back. Abernathy's regained the lead at 20-16. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football. Abel Funeral Home and Flower Shop have served families in Abernathy and the South Plains for many years. Todd, Jackson, and the team at the funeral home will handle all of your funeral planning needs with sensitivity and compassion, while the fine folks at the flower shop can help you with all of your flower and gift needs. They are family owned and operated and are proud to be members of the Abernathy community. Come see us today near 16th Street and Avenue D, or give us a call today. Go Lopes.
Let's go.
And welcome back here to
Problem
Antelope
solved.
Stadium in Abernathy, Texas. 9:43 to go here in the ball game tonight. Abernathy has regained the lead 20-16. The point after, though, is no good. And it is the first State Bank kickoff here by Wiley. End over end kick. Carries the return man all the way back to the 10. He fumbles the football back inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And the wet ball strikes again. And Sunray will be backed up deep on their own side of the field.
Yep, ball bounced your way on that one, Ty. Let's see if we can take advantage of it right here and get a big defensive stop and hold them. 9:40 left in the ball game. Trying to get some scoring updates, but service is limited. It's because there's so many fans in the stands.
Absolutely. 9:39 left here. Gives us an opportunity once again to thank some of our sponsors. Junk and Farmers Market, along with MZJ Variety Shop, Hill Vet, WTX Diesel, Rural Roots Medical Clinic, and the Farmers Cooperative Compress in Plainview. All proud supporters of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes. Grajada inside his own 10, takes the snap, hands it off. There's a big hole coming to the near side, out near the 15-yard line. Slipping on that wet turf is number 21. That was Isaac Mendoza again. He picks up 6, though. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Another tackle by Malachi Walters.
And Mendoza's has a decent night on the so far tonight, Ty. He just keeps going. They keep feeding him.
Empty backfield. Grajada looking to throw. Scrambles out of the pocket. Now being chased.
Get him, Hillis.
Over to the far side. Hillis chasing him.
Oh, that was a big collision. That was a block back. They're going to get a penalty. That's a block, a clipping right there against Hillis.
As Hillis was giving chase.
Yep. He got hit hard, and I'm surprised he got up as quick as he did, but that's a tough kid right there, number 52, Ryan Hillis.
That's going to be a personal foul,
It
I
is.
think, or should be.
They threw a flag.
Should be a 15-yarder here against Sunray.
Yeah, that's unnecessary right there from the receiver for Sunray.
So that will negate the first down run, or it might be after well, no, it wasn't after the play. It was during the play, so it won't be a first down. It'll be 2nd down again, and Chance, really it helps Sunray there because it's just a half the distance to the goal penalty instead of a 15-yarder, and that'll move it back to the 11. It'll be 2nd and 8. So ultimately they only lose about 5 yards on it.
I think they're going to discuss what this is, if they're going to do half the distance from the original line or if they're doing it from the line that he got. Okay.
I think they have it figured out, and they're going to keep it at the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 8. In the gun, empty backfield, throwing to the near side. The receiver wasn't looking, Chance. Grajada slung it out here, and I knew that was going to go nowhere because the intended target, Garcia, wasn't even looking back towards the ball.
He wasn't looking for the ball at all, Ty. Grajada had to get rid of it in a hurry. He was kind of getting bared down on by Stafford.
3rd down and 8, Chance, and this is a big play because if you stop Sunray, they're going to have to punt from their own end zone. With under 9 minutes to play now.
I don't think they'll have a choice. I mean, I know you can risk it sometimes, but this far in the negative side of the field, I don't think they could do that.
Grajada looking to throw, being chased. Pocket collapses. Still on his feet. Grajada buys time, throws it up.
Oh, my goodness.
Catch is made out across the 30. Unbelievable. Out to the 33-yard line. That is 23 yards and a first down for Sunray.
Yeah, I didn't see that pass was too tight, but he kind of threw it up as a jump ball, and he's able to come down with it right there. And again, Grajada, he just doesn't phase him a little bit. He can sidestep and move around, and he just continues to keep his eye downfield and is going to chunk it up.
8.5 minutes left to play here tonight in the ball game. Abernathy 20, Sunray 16. It has rained on and off here tonight. Handoff going up the middle, big hole right side, off the right tackle. That's going to be 10 plus. Another first down run out across the 40-yard line for Mendoza.
First down yardage to the 43.
Yeah, it looked like it was about 12 yards right there, and he just kind of exploiting that gap. If you give him a little seam, he's going to take it, Ty.
Another nail biter for Sunray, 2nd straight week for them. They went into double overtime last week with Hooker, Oklahoma. And now they're playing another tight one here down the stretch against the Antelopes. in the shotgun. There's the snap. Empty backfield. Grajada fake short. Now looking deep down the field. Scrambles out of the pocket, looking to throw, and he's hit right
Big
near
hit
the
right
line
there.
of scrimmage. That is a nice defensive play, maybe a gain of 1.
Ryan Hillis got some revenge right there on that tackle.
Tell you what, Chance, which Abernathy's not bringing but 3 guys on most snaps, but credit that offensive front for Sunray. They're holding tough, and they're giving their quarterback all day to throw the football.
They definitely are. They're essentially wanting those ends to come around the edge because they know Grajada's going to step up in the pocket.
Grajada fakes. No, he does hand it off. Mendoza again tries to get the edge, but a tackle at the 48-yard line and a flag flies.
Not sure what the flag. I think it's extracurriculars on the backside. It looks like may have been Torres again.
This may be taunting on the Antelopes as he kind of made a gesture at Mendoza at the end of the play. And Chance, if that happens,
I'm not sure if it was at the play or if it was on the backside when they got tied up.
ooh, a personal foul against Sunray.
Oh, that's what it was. They were telling Torres to keep his eye. I saw the Lopes trying to pull him away, and I guess that's what it was, and they were blocking him on the outside, and he got up upset. And that's a good job right there by the Antelopes trying to keep Zeph's head clear right there.
I was a little worried because you saw Torres was emotional when he popped up, and
Yep.
I was afraid he said something.
Yeah. So kudos right there for him keeping his cool.
So that is a 15-yard penalty that is going to back the Bobcats up inside their own 35-yard line. They've got to get in Antelope territory to move the sticks. Empty backfield, being chased, throws it underneath.
Screenplay.
On a bubble screen out across the 40, back close to the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be third down and about 11 coming up here, Chins. That's a gain of 10. And actually, it's fourth down, fourth down and 11 coming up here for the Bobcats. A big play with 7:15 to go. Do they go for it or do they punt? They still could get a defensive stop, still just down 4.
They're going to call
and I think
timeout.
they want to talk, well, no, it's another cramping injury timeout for the Antelopes. Or I hope it's a cramp anyway.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Kind of what it would appear to be.
Well, while we're waiting, Ty, we can check in on some scores around the district. Let's see if they've updated so far. I'll tell you what, kind of going over some numbers, though. Grajada, he's almost thrown the ball 30 times here tonight, and he's just 4 yards shy of about 200 yards.
I've been impressed with Grajada tonight. He's done some good things. He's a hard guy to bring down.
Yep.
And he just he looks very confident throwing the ball in the pocket.
Yeah, he's just comfortable back there. Like I said, he continually just keeps his eyes downfield and isn't scared to move around and take those late hits as long as he's able to get the ball out to a receiver. So some scores. Lockney's still up big on Floydada, 45-6. Don't have an update on the Olton score. I think they just haven't updated it, but it still shows 20-0. But it says they're in halftime, and there's no way that's still true. But New Deal's still up 28-14 in the fourth quarter against Roosevelt, and New Home and Ropes. The last score I have for them is 28-14.
So New Home kind of making a statement tonight against Ropesville. Here we go, Chance. Big fourth down and 11 play out of the injury timeout. Abernathy trying to get the ball back with the lead at 20-16. Grajada in the gun, empty backfield. Grajada's going to throw. Grajada being chased to the sideline. He's going to try and run for it. He gets the edge, and he's got a first down.
Yep, he gets about 12. He only needed 11. He got about 12 or 13.
That's a good job by Grajada. He knew where the sticks was, and he got there before he steps out of bounds. And the drive's still alive for Sunray.
Yeah, and you overloaded the far side there, and Grajada was going and looking to that way. When he turned back to look this way, he realized there wasn't anybody on this far side of the field, and it was just a foot race to try to get to that first down marker, and he beat all the Lopes there.
7:01 left to play here tonight in the ball game. Abernathy 20, Sunray 16. Sunray on the move, though, in Antelope territory. In the gun, handoff goes underneath. There's a pretty nice defensive play by 55 for the Antelopes. That's Jalen Reyes. After a gain of just a couple, it'll be second down and 8.
Oh,
maybe.
I think it was a host of
I think
Antelopes there.
Torres was also there.
Yeah, it looked like Torres and Hillis and Reyes and
2nd down and 8 coming up here. Probably for sure 4-down territory at this point for the Bobcats with 6.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Down 4. In the shotgun. There's the snap. This is a design quarterback keep all the way. That is good downfield blocking by Sunray. And that's a quarterback keeper by Grajada as he takes it for another 1st down. And Chance Sunray putting together a pretty impressive drive here late in the ball game.
Yeah, pretty impressive drive. They're eating up a ton of clock time with just 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. And then we'll have the possibility to score and go up on you.
Nearing 6 minutes to play here tonight in the 4th quarter. Abernathy leads it 20-16. Empty backfield. Grajada looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's being chased. Over on the far side, diving, trying to make a play. Unable to. Is number 52, Ryan Hillis, Chance. He was chasing Grajada with everything he had, but it's another scramble and another good quarterback run by Zeke Grajada.
Yep. Good run. He's just short of the 1st down. He ran for about 7 there on that one, Ty. And I think, Hillis didn't get credit with the tackle, but he was able to just rush him enough to where Grajada was able to kind of bounce on the sideline and gets forced out. But if Hillis wouldn't have been there, that could have been an even bigger gain.
2nd down and 3.
Looks like it's raining here again.
In the shotgun. Grajada takes the snap, hands it off underneath, and I thought he slipped down, but I guess he didn't. But the Antelope defense takes advantage of the slip and makes the tackle.
Big 3rd down, Ty. I mean, they're going to go for it on 4th regardless, you would think. But
Malachi Walters, the stop, no gain. Yep, 3rd down and 2. Under 5:40 now left to play in the game, Chance, and probably 2-down territory, as you said it, here for Sunray. In the gun. There's the snap in the backfield, being chased again out of the pocket. Grajada to run. He dives forward, and I believe he's got a 1st down. It'll depend on, he might not, Chance. It depends on the spot.
I think they're going to give it to him, Ty. I think that tackle is right there by Torres.
It is the 1st down. Torres the stop, but another 1st down run by Grajada. And it will be a 1st down and 10 for Sunray as they're knocking on the door of that South Plains Auto Wrench red zone again.
The clock kicks under 5 minutes, Ty. It's 4:50. They're going to take all the time they want to, too.
Abernathy has turned Sunray away 3 times tonight inside the 20-yard line. Man in motion as Grajada is in the gun.
I think they're getting a false start.
And a false start movement up front on the Bobcats. And Chance, you have had them a couple of times on 3rd and 4th and long, an opportunity to get off the field. You've not been able to do it. As credit Sunray for making some big plays on offense. But now, Chance, the wind picking up a little bit as well, blowing in the face right now of the Bobcats.
Come back here on the 19th for homecoming versus Farwood.
4:21 left here in the ball game. 1st and 15 after the false start.
I think they're going to get offsides on us, maybe a free play.
Throwing to the near side, and it's over the middle to nobody in particular. But, again, that may have been a free play as the flag came in. And so you got 5 yards on the false start. You give it right back on the defensive offsides.
Yep.
And it'll be 1st down again, and it will be 1st down and 10.
Flip-flop, Ty.
Abernathy's defense, they've come up with big plays all night long. They need another one right here.
They do need another one. Like I said, they're giving them that edge, Ty. They're kind of tempting us to come around the far side because they know Grajada is going to step up in the pocket. So Stafford did a good job earlier of being able to kind of reset and come back. And so let's see if he can do it right here and maybe come up with a sack or a batted ball.
In the gun is Grajada, hands the ball off to Mendoza. Mendoza tries to bounce it right. Pretty good pursuit by the maroon jerseys at the 21-yard line. a gain of 3, second down and 7. Chance the clock rolls inside of 4 minutes to play.
That's how we got some of that rain mist that's coming in here in the booth. And they're eating every second of that play clock, Ty.
They want to win or lose right here.
They do. 3:30 left. They're letting it tick down all the way to 1 or 2 seconds left on the play clock.
As in the gun is Grajada. Hands the ball off up underneath the Mendoza. Mendoza pushing inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. That's again the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone. A gain of 3 more. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Maybe a short 4 here. Again, probably 2 downs to get it for Sunray. Down 20-16 as we go inside of 3 minutes to play.
I'm getting rain in my eyes here.
In the shotgun, there's the snap, empty backfield. Grajada going to run with it. He's being checked.
Oh, that's
he stiff arms the defender. It'll depend on the spot.
That was almost a good open field tackle right there. I couldn't see who that was. They didn't come up with it, though.
It's going to be another 1st down for Grajada on the run.
It looked like that was Malachi Walters. He had him dead at the line of scrimmage, Ty, and he wasn't able to come up with that tackle.
Clock rolling now inside of 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Sunray trying to put together the game-winning drive here against the Antelopes. They've had the ball for a good 5 or 6 minutes now, Chance. Empty backfield. Grajada looking to throw over the middle.
Batted away by, that was a good one. Hillis batted it away.
And then it was almost intercepted back behind that, but an incomplete pass. And it will be 2nd down and 10.
Stops the clock,
That'll
too.
Stop the clock with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to play. Sunray with 2 timeouts. The Antelopes have all 3.
Tiger Grajada's just short of 30 passing attempts so far here tonight. He's just a few yards shy of 200 yards passing.
Hadn't been much passing on this drive. Mendoza with him back there in the backfield. Grajada to throw.
Come on, get to him.
Steps up in the pocket. And he
fumble!
Ball is out. And the Antelopes, I think, have recovered. The Antelopes have it. And for the 4th time tonight, Chance, in the red zone, the Antelope defense does it. Grajada lost the handle on the ball. It's a storm guard sack and a turnover by Nutrient Ag Solutions. And the Antelopes are 2-0-2 away from getting their first win of the season.
Big play right there when you needed a tie. They've been doing it all night. They've been tempting us on the edge, and that time you were able to get him around the edge with Stafford. He goes up in the middle. You get some penetration. You get him sandwiched between 2 Antelope defenders, and the ball pops out, and Stafford's able to jump on it. Big play right there for the Lope defense.
And Chance, the story tonight, 4 stops by your defense when Sunray has the ball inside the 20-yard line.
Man, Ty, that one had us both excited as soon as the ball came out.
We both saw the move.
All right, we got to be smart right here. You definitely want to run the clock, but you got to hold on to it with this rain.
They still have 2 timeouts. This game not over yet. Sunray now on defense. Wiley in the gun, takes the snap, hands the ball off, bouncing it near side. It is Micheletti staying down. Micheletti, he does. That could have been a horse collar.
That almost was. He's pumped. He gets up pumped.
Out across the 40-yard line. It's a First Baptist Church 1st down, and the Antelopes are feeling it now inside of 2 minutes to play.
That's a big, big run right there. 17-yard gain right there by Micheletti. He's able to get to the edge, breaks 1 tackle, and then drags another one for about 4 yards. They got to use a timeout. Sunray did.
So they are down to 1. And Chance, I said earlier in the ball game, they took a timeout in the 3rd quarter, and that could hurt them in a close game down the stretch. And now just with 1 timeout remaining, we'll keep it right here for the finish. And Chance, tonight's been a fun one.
It has been.
As, these 2 teams have battled the elements and different things all night long tonight, Chance. And really, you talk about it, though, 4 stops in the red zone, and I believe that is now 3 turnovers forced by this Antelope defense.
Yeah, 3 big turnovers exactly when you needed them, Ty. And answering the bell, answering the call, making plays when you needed to play them. This Antelope defense has stepped up big here tonight.
against a Sunray offense that put up 42 points against a good Hooker, Oklahoma team last Friday night.
Yeah, that's a big, big game right here. You can finish out strong, Ty, because you're going to head to Littlefield next week, and they're possibly going to be 2-0 as they're up big right now on Denver City, 34-7 as the fourth quarter started over there.
1:53 left to go here in the ball game. In the gun, empty backfield, hands off, goes to Micheletti. Hold on to that ball with both hands.
He bounces out, Ty.
He did bounce it out. And for a minute, I thought that Sunray had taken
I didn't know what
away.
happened, and he came out of nowhere. He got back to the line of scrimmage.
But again, that wastes about another 7 or 8 seconds by him doing that. A timeout taken now by Sunray with 1:39 left to go.
And that's their final timeout, man. Ty, I thought he was stopping. He came out of nowhere, bounced it out, and it looks like Wiley's talking to him. He's like, hey, I understand you're trying to make a play there, but in those instances, don't run that far back because that could have been a big play for Sunray. But credit to Micheletti getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And Chance, one thing we're going to start doing on our broadcast this season is we are going to name a MC Master Roofing and Construction Player of the Game. And so we'll be thinking about that as we go down the stretch here. Lots of candidates in the
There is, for sure.
I think I had in mind who I would nominate for that one, but again, we'll name the MC Master Roofing and Construction Player of the Game here in just a little bit.
It's going to be a tough one, but a lot of Lopes are deserving. You know what? Regardless of the player of the game, we've come out with a victory. That's all that matters.
As one more first down would definitely do it. 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. There's the handoff to Micheletti. He's hit right near the line of scrimmage. They can stop it again.
Micheletti, the ball carrier. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 9.
So Sunray can get the ball back, Chance, if Abernathy doesn't convert here.
Yeah, and you put you in a tough situation here, Ty, because you're in 3rd and long. Definitely a passing situation, but if you throw it, you don't come up with a completion. It stops the clock. That helps Sunray. If you run it and you get stopped up, it's going to stop. You know, you're in a tough situation regardless, but you definitely are. There's a possibility they may keep it on the ground and just let the clock run as far as you can, and then
it's going to be less than a minute when Sunray gets the ball back if they do.
Yep. So curious to see what Blasquez and Wiley and the staff draw up here.
Again, Sunray is out of timeout, so if for some reason you find a way to get to the sticks here, that's ball game.
Yep. Sometimes in games like this, Ty, you got to take a risk, and this could be one right here, going for it and trying to make a completion and trying to get that first down. Or you trust, or you trust Micheletti and try to let him go for it.
In the shotgun is Wiley. He's going to keep it himself. Big hole up the middle. Ball game. Wiley of First Baptist Church. Antelope. First down.
I was going to say it worked earlier, Ty, when you were able to kind of lull him to sleep, giving it to Micheletti, and then you went with Wiley up the middle. You did the same thing there and kind of used Micheletti as a lead back in a passing or in a blocking situation, and Wiley's able to finish it out.
And now you just got to get in the victory formation and take a knee. Wiley, your quarterback, has played big tonight. The victory formation. There's the snap. There's the knee. Abernathy will snap it one more time before this one is over, Chance. And this is a big, big win for a program trying to gain some momentum in the non-district. Again, it's a different Sunray team, but you're playing a team that beat you 39-0 a year ago in Sunray. You're rebounding in a big way tonight, and you're going to walk out of here with a home opening win over the Bobcats.
Yeah, you were going to walk out with a victory, number one. You walk out undefeated still on the season, setting up a big game against Littlefield next week, Ty.
As the Abernathy Antelopes have won 20-16. It's going to be a long trip home for the Sunray Bobcats. And the Abernathy Antelopes are going to celebrate their first win of the season here at home in front of what was a big home crowd, despite some misty and blowing rain throughout the course of tonight's ball game, Chance. And that takes us into the West Texas Brick and Stone post-game show and wrap-up. And Chance, as you talk about this one, we talked about it all night long, but the tell of the tape, 4 defensive stops by Abernathy with Sunray on the move inside the red zone. They forced 3 turnovers tonight, and that really is the difference in the ballgame.
Yeah, it's a big difference in the ballgame, Ty. You know, we talked about earlier, you could have been down big without those stops in the first half, and then right there at the into the fourth quarter, you come up big with that fumble and that recovery right there by Brilliant Stafford at a time when you really needed it, when it looked like they were about to punch it in to go ahead right there at the end of the ballgame, and then just a big run right there by Wiley. Very gritty to go out there and get that 13-yard run to seal the deal.
You know, it's an impressive performance, I feel like, by Zeke Grajada as well for Sunray.
For sure.
I was impressed by a lot of things that he did tonight. You mentioned he threw it for almost 200 yards and threw it over 30 times probably by the time, or right at 30 times by the time it was all said and done. But a huge game tonight, Chance, for several different Antelopes. And we think about the MC Master Roofing and Construction Player of the Game. I think there's lots of candidates on both sides of the ball. I don't know if you have a nomination for it or not. Obviously, you talk about a big performance from your quarterback. Jagger Wiley played really well. He was a leader like Coach Wiley wanting him to be. I think he would be deserving, Chance. But we talked in the pregame about the importance of somebody stepping up. You have players out due to injury. You needed somebody to step up and be a playmaker. I think you had that tonight.
You did. You had that tonight too. Especially you had a couple guys step up, and one guy who stepped up big was definitely number 7, Case Heinrich on the defensive side. Numerous tackles, and then he had the big play right there to start the second half where he had that 22-yard touchdown from Wiley.
Absolutely, and so I think you could go a lot of different ways, but how about our first MC Master Roofing and Construction Player of the Game, number 7, Case Heinrich. A big reason the Antelopes get the dub here tonight. He played big on both sides of the ball. He was battling through some cramping situations throughout, but he stayed after it.
Yeah, he stayed after it. I think he had 6 or 7 tackles. He had a pass breakup, near interception, and then, like I said, he had that big touchdown reception and another big long receiving. So Mr. Case Heinrich, he's going to end the game with, like I said, about 6 or 7 tackles, just over 60 yards receiving, and a touchdown.
And numerous big plays on the defensive side, as you said. And so tonight, Chance, the Antelopes get the victory 20-16 as the Antelope school song playing in the background as Abernathy celebrates their first win of the season. Partner, it was a fun one here tonight.
Fun way to start it.
As Abernathy goes on the road to Littlefield next Friday night. It'll be another 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll have the pregame show at about 6:45. But this week we'll have Outside the Box coming your way on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock as well. But that wraps up this one. It's the West Texas Brick and Stone postgame wrap-up show. But Chance, the Antelopes get it done tonight.
They get it done here tonight, Ty. They come out victorious. And also shout out to the JV. They got a big win yesterday, 52-12, all the way in West Texas net. And as we talked about, you know, good, gritty Sunray team. They start 0-2, but they've battled a lot, replacing a lot of guys, and also replacing, you know, not being able to play home games this season, Ty. So shout out to them. Safe travels to them going back. But big shout out to the Abernathy Antelope sweeping the Sunray Bobcats this week.
With that, it is good night.
God bless.
And go Lopes.